if when you roll, you have something that you don't like. So I mean, I guess preemptively, Chase, if by chance you do want to re-roll that investigation, I did have you do, if you wanted.
I mean, I
Did-
guess.
Oh!
That's
All
a
right.
pretty good
I don't know if that's
investigation.
better, but
All right,
That
we'll
is
take
much
that.
better than
We'll
the
take
one
that.
above.
We'll take that into
Oh.
We'll take that into consideration when it gets to your turn. But
Yeah.
so I mean, you guys do still have chance for double inspiration and Chase to get his inspiration back that he just spent.
oh wait, I
That he
don't
just-
I don't get
Wait,
to
that
roll
was my
anything.
inspiration?
Yeah.
I literally said that, Chase.
No, I didn't want to. No, I wanted to use my inspiration whenever I was doing Demeter. I thought you were just gonna have me re-roll the investigation. No.
I said use the inspiration to reroll your investigation.
If I roll good enough in my investigation, I don't want to fuck around with Demeter. And I don't want to fucking destroy your.
So do you want to have your little romp with Demeter, or do you want that new investigation?
Well, here's the thing, Chase. Do you think that this new investigation would be more fruitful
shit.
than Demeter?
Than talking with the god of death,
I mean,
who also likes money and gambling.
yeah, and also like killing Hank. I mean,
But I mean,
he'll kill anybody. He is a killer who does not care.
Yeah, but if I fuck up, I have nobody to help me, and I kind of.
But Sean's coming as a witness.
As a witness.
As a witness to a murder.
Just do
Yeah.
I get to? Do I have to roll anything, or?
So that means if I roll bad, which I will just die, and you guys won't.
Okay. So I'll let you have that.
Let us know.
I'll let you have that inspiration if you want to go with the Demeter. But let's go for those doubles and see if you guys get more than one. So Brandon, you're up first. Remember, gotta get that number on the die.
I do have to get the number on the die, and I mean, like, I've been honing my skills all week, Isaiah. I've been doing nothing but playing D&D, and now I'm here playing D&D, Isaiah. I know the code.
All right. Well, guess what today? Today I'm using the metal dice. So you guys better be feeling spicy. So Brandon, I have rolled my dice.
And the metal dice are pretty heavy. I bet they haven't, but they're not used often, so like they're not well worn. So I mean, so I mean, the fancier dice, fancier number, fanciest number I could think of, 56.
56. All right. Are you sure?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Brandon.
Fanciest number I could think of.
Okay. All right. Okay. The answer you were looking for was 99.
Ah, that
Wow.
was see. I didn't realize, I know you've had the metal dice for a long time. That's like premium out the box quality roll, Isaiah. I wasn't expecting something like that.
Brandon, these are my metal dice. Uncle Cliff got these for me. You think they wouldn't be good?
Oh, God, I completely forgot that Dad got those for you.
That's
All
so
right.
cool. I wish
Yeah.
my fucking family actually got me.
All right, who wants to go next? I know Matt got to go last because he's got to do his math.
I'll go next.
No, it's Chase. I'm going next.
I like how this happens literally every fucking time. Where somebody's all like, where I'll go next, and then somebody yells over me.
Shut the fuck up, Chase.
Shut the fuck up, Chase.
You weren't quick enough.
All right, well, here we go, Crystal. The numbers are being rolled. The die is cast. That was a bad roll because it landed in a spot where it cannot read a number. So we'll try again. There we go.
All right, I'm feeling good. You know what? Today's been a good day. I had a really, really good day today, and I feel that the stars are aligning. And today is my day to guess the number correctly. Not guess the number. I know this number.
Yeah.
And this number.
All
this
tune
number
a dream.
is 56.
I mean, she's right.
Crystal, are you sure?
Yes. Not because Brandon guessed this number, but because this is the number that feels right in my heart. I don't give a fuck what Brandon said. This is the number that I thought in my head. I was like, this is right. I feel it. This is it.
Are you sure you're sure?
Yes.
Okay, well, the number was 19, so your sure was incredibly wrong.
You know, my other guess was 26, so.
You should have gone with
Should've-
that instead of copying someone. See, your unoriginality is your undoing.
I know. My
All right.
hubris.
Well, Chase, now your turn. Can you?
So, yeah.
I haven't rolled yet.
Well,
Gotta
I
calm
understand.
down. Hold on. Oh, okay. Oh, fuck. Well, now I've rolled.
Okay. Well, Isaiah, today's been a little bit of a funny day for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's been it's been pretty okay so far.
Mm-hmm.
But I was feeling pretty funny today.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what number is really funny to me?
Well, what number's really funny, Chase?
24.
Chase, I know a number that's funnier than 24.
What is it, Matt?
25.
I don't get it.
Oh yeah, he never likes
Wait, what? Wait, what's so funny?
You've never played. Oh no. Oh no.
I'm so sorry, Brandon.
I don't get it. What is it?
I don't get
What's so funny
Yeah,
about it?
What's so funny about 24?
And 25 for some reason. Oh wait, 24 is my age now. 24 is my age now, guys. I'm old as
Yeah, now that's funny.
All right. Well,
That's
Chase,
funny.
I'll say 24 is a good answer, but is that your final answer?
Yes.
All right. Well, Chase, I would ask you, if you were playing Call of Cthulhu,
Uh-huh.
what would you want to always kind of roll whenever you're wanting to roll?
24 is a pretty good fucking guess, Isaiah. I mean,
Well,
but you know what? 1 is a very good number.
yeah, because the answer was 1.
oh,
It was it was a flat as low as you can go 1.
I almost feel like when it rolls that fucking extreme, like there should be a recount.
We've had 2 extremes, so we've had 99, the close to 100, and then 1.
I feel like whenever it's in the front or last 3, we should get a reroll on that.
I'll I'll take that with the judges in my head.
Yeah.
All right.
And they say no. Fucking sit down, Chase.
All right, Matt. You got
Alright,
your mouth. You got your mouth ready. All right. Do you want?
Okay. First
Do you
off,
want-
what was everyone's numbers? Yes.
you got
Do you want me to-
256 and a 24.
Yeah,
We got-
56.
50. We got 56, 56, and 24.
Okay. And
All
then
right,
what
now,
were the actual numbers?
The actual numbers were 99, 19, and 1. I haven't rolled yet, so do you want me to roll and then you answer, or do you want to answer and then I roll?
You know what? Let me just do a little math here real quick.
All right.
Let me just copy these numbers down.
My
so I
God,
have-
he's gonna fucking do it again. He's gonna fucking do it again.
And do it again.
Mm-hmm. He's gonna get 33 round the die again.
Matt, give me your fucking wrinkles, dude. I'm just gonna shave your brain while you sleep.
Alright, hang on here.
Shave your brain.
Okay, that doesn't give me an exact answer.
Yeah,
Bit of a
round
problem.
up.
No, the problem was that he did round up, Isaiah, and it still doesn't give him the right. It still doesn't give him
Ah,
a whole number.
It wasn't the answer he was expecting or looking for.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I found this morning, and I really like this meme.
Well, me.
Posted it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And with Discord also resetting, I have to reset the volumes that I put in now.
I thought you were all like, and with Discord installed, I must now on.
Uninstalled.
That's kind of funny because I just learned about like vectors like this week. I learned about vectors, what the fuck they were.
Mm-hmm. Care to share with the class, or
They
Okay.
are. Oh,
All right.
So I have 3 choices.
Okay. Do you want me to roll the dice, or do you want to say your choices and then I roll the dice?
I'm gonna say my choices and then you can roll the dice.
well, say it as he's rolling the dice.
Yeah, as you're rolling the dice.
Make this more epic.
So I'll say 2 choices, and then my final choice, which will be the actual choice, will be as the die rolls. So,
Okay.
To start off with, my first option is 35.
Mm-hmm.
Second option, 57.
Alrighty.
And finally,
Yes.
54.
Oh. Matt, you are so fucking close. It was 51.
wow.
Holy shit. He's still good.
He's so good at it.
So powerful, man.
Still got it.
Well, it's like Chase said. It's all the wrinkles.
Yeah, the energy that radiates off this dude's brain is actually terrifying. We shouldn't have him in the campaign, honestly.
But Sean's gonna get so fucking smart. She's gonna kill every single one of you.
I'd rather keep like Vorlesh or whatever her name is. Angelina. Yeah, that name.
Yeah, Vorlesh.
My favorite character, Vorlesh.
I wonder how she got that name.
Yeah.
All right. Well, now it's my turn. And you know what? We'll do 2 rolls because I think I did. We'll do one for Ma.
Oh.
And we'll do one for Angelina.
I think she already has one. I think she already has one.
But she can get 2.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And Brandon, she's yours. So I think it's only fair that you get to guess 4.
It's pretty unfair the fact that you just basically give me 4 inspiration dice, but I mean, I'm not complaining about it.
All right. Well, I've rolled the dice, unless you want me to re-roll because you weren't ready.
No. I'm always ready, Isaiah.
Okay.
I'm always ready. And I'm thinking, cause you know what? Because the Beauty and the Beast Girl chapter just came out. Chapter 48 just came out, and I haven't read it yet, but I mean, I'm going to. Not during the stream, cause I'm not an asshole.
Mhm.
I think the best bet is just to go with 48.
Well, it was 72, so you're wrong.
God fucking damn it.
All right, and we'll go for Angelina. I'll just roll a D100 in chat in roll 20, and you know what? It went to a 1. You know what? I'm just gonna say 100. I'm just gonna say 100. I'm that confident.
That's a
No.
Oh!
Wow.
It was cool. I am confident. It's too bad she already had an inspiration point, but look at me. All right.
Today's gonna be a good day. Ma's gonna get a nat 20 on her armor.
Mm-hmm.
Hank's
I'm gonna be able to impress Rishna.
Mm-hmm.
And well maybe Audrey as well, to get her to open up a little bit, considering she is blind and can see somehow, and that intrigues Tolkien.
It is very fun when you figure it out. But let's see. Are you guys ready to start?
I am.
I'm ready.
Alrighty. So, when last we left our wanderers, Hank, the dwarf rogue, Estelar, the shifter druid, Dolkeen, the minotaur ranger, and Vishana, the Kalashtar sorcerer, our party finally, after a long quest, finally made their way back to Nazril. Seeing some familiar faces upon entering back inside the capital, and taking a good bit of respite before going to meet the prince in the morning. Come morning, Vashon decided a little detour straight to the castle was in order, and met with Wallace, while Kelrad, the lower district guard captain, came to grab the others and escort them up to the castle. After explaining the explosion stick to Wallace, who inadvertently might have scared a poor maid in the halls, the party got back together and sat down with the prince, who explained to the party that during their time away, which at this point would have been nearly around 2 weeks since they left, would have said that he got with the council members and also with the safe return of of Joel, one of the council members, and a little bit more of a important figure with their current economical standing, had pushed for trying to assist with Eslar's forest with the druids who have been assaulted by Barshan Town. The basically the rival quote unquote faction trying to take control of Hostel from Nazril that previously had it. And in talking of this, and also explaining to the prince what had happened during the adventure, the the infiltration of Tethanol, who had grabbed one of the pieces of the dreaded king, and also meeting with, well, death itself. It's a lot on the prince's mind, but not long did he have to convey it before a young guard member burst into the hall, into the throne room, and explained that the search team that he put out there, that he put out to go to Barshan, had been found out and executed. And so we continue as you all now hear this young man in some of the more heavier armors of the higher ward, come in and explain this message of your Highness, the search team that you put out to go to Barshan. We just got word from one of the last surviving members before they were killed. They've been executed by the gods there.
This is just some. Oh wait, didn't we do this? Wasn't there?
Yeah, we did.
This was
just making sure.
Yeah, this is just the end of the last session recap.
Okay, just making sure.
The one of the young guard coming in and explaining that.
I just had to make sure. I don't remember exactly where we left off, so.
Yeah. So you guys were just sitting down with the prince and explaining, what happened, and then he told you like, hey, we're gonna be helping out. We're gonna be helping out Estlar with her problem, which is also a problem that we need to deal with that we have been sitting on for too long. But when the young man says this, the prince stands up immediately. Just says, "What? What do you mean they've been found out?" Just as I said, sir. Apparently during the infiltration, something happened. I don't know, but the message we got was brief, but they did not make it, sir. God damn the gods. Go back to your position. Leave us. Yes, Your Highness. And he closes the doors as Prince Conrad just lets out a big huff and just slumps back into his seat and has a hand over his face.
Not gonna look over Petting Maw and just look back at the prince and be like, "Oh, that doesn't sound good."
It most certainly isn't.
No, it's not. I was hoping, at the very least, we could expend some troops to go out and see what had been happening over there. We try to stay as far from Barshan as we can, as they have a military force nearly as big as our own, if not bigger. This is annoying.
If I may, why not send me out?
Send you out?
Yes, I can float above, high, in the clouds, where they can't see me.
Well, what would being that high up do for you?
If I had something that could enhance my vision, I could give us an accurate description of what's going on in and amongst the city.
Roll a persuasion check.
Okay. Yeah.
Mm.
Fuck.
12. All right. He looks like he's contemplating it. When you mention that being able to go that high up, he's like, I feel that would still put you at danger. Though I would also say that would mean that they know that we're up to something. But if they found the the search team that I put out there already, then they'd know that we're trying to find something out about them. I would ask that you probably not. You see him stop again and pause. Roll an insight on him. Just you, Vashana.
Whatcha?
10. You get the feeling when he says he doesn't want you to go out alone, that a thought pops into his head. That seems like, from what you can read on his face, he probably has an idea, but he's not outright saying it. He's just contemplating to himself. I'll give it some thought, but right now, no. At this moment, probably not. If I know the asshole who's in charge over there, Bartholomew would probably have his guards stay on edge and stay more watchful if they know that I sent out men to take a gander around them. But I'll take your idea into consideration at least. I do want to know what they do have over there. It's been a while. And I know that the city has grown, but I don't know how much it's grown.
Yeah, I mean,
They do.
if we're just looking for like inconspicuous ways, I mean, he turns and looks at Ma. I mean, she's just a spider.
A large spider that's easily noticeable, Dolkin.
Yeah, but she's just a spider. Like, no one's gonna hurt her. They can be like, oh, it's just another spider.
No, Dolkin, they will murder her on sight.
Who would do that?
Most people, Dolkin.
What if I invented this or that?
What if he went in as a spider?
Not fun of mouse size. Anyhow.
As you're all talking, the prince kind of looks to you all and even gives a look towards you, Hank, as he's kind of nodding to himself. You're like, I have a better proposition for all of you. I'll need a couple days. Maybe 3 or 4 at most, but you have shown yourself to be quite capable. And while we do have many people here that could do the job well, I think I could entrust you to be an infiltration unit. Give me a couple days to talk with the council and revise up a plan. I think it might be good if maybe we sent all of you to go ahead and maybe see what you can find out. Infiltrate from above, see if you can get inside. Looks towards you, Hank, knowing that you're pretty sneaky. And
that was done.
And then he looks to you, Esther, and he's like, and if possible, I know your forest wants to stay out of, well, forest dweller problems, and not, they wish to keep to themselves, not deal with the problems of the other populace within the country, but perhaps if you could speak with your circle, and convince them to help us in overthrowing Bachan together. My army here does not have the strength itself to overtake that city, but with the help of your circle, and if you are all able to somehow maybe get inside the city, inconspicuous, you all are a bit of a ragtag and not in armor or mysterious like I suppose I sent my search team out. Perhaps we could devise a way to overtake Bachan itself.
I'm certain my people would be more than happy to help. I will talk to Papa and see what he would like to do.
He looks over to the rest of you.
I'm good with it.
I'm okay with it, but do you want all of us to enter the city? I think it'd be pretty obvious if me, and turns and looks at Hank, and Hank, and turns and looks at SR, and then
Like I'm obvious?
well, no, I just think that we stand out.
Do we?
Perhaps you do.
What's that?
Do
I mean, look at you, Hank.
Well, Hank, there's not many dwarves in this part.
Well, it's mainly the smell.
What?
That's true. He does have a distinct aroma.
Yeah, like a distinct, a distinct like.
What do you mean? Yes.
It's a very sus aroma, you know.
Angelina, who's like sitting next to you, Hank, just like holds our hand, just like does a little prestidigitation bath, like.
What?
Hearing everyone saying your smell, and just like, poof. It's just like, does he still smell? I didn't notice it.
Bashar is just like, it's kind of lingering, unfortunately.
Hank like pulls up the front of his like I don't know what he's wearing, like a lapel or a garb or something, like he's like, what? I don't smell a thing.
Well, your nose actually only picks up intrusive smells, so once like something's set in, your nose stops seeing it as a threat, so it stops noticing it.
I've got nose blind.
Go ahead and roll. Go ahead and roll perception checks, everyone.
How stinky he is.
Distinct lines.
I bet.
Perception.
Nah, for something else.
Oh, damn it!
Stink check.
Figure out how
Almost.
stinky I am.
I'm just not very good at this, but we'll see. Okay. Estelar and Hank. You actually see, while you guys are having this bit of banter, you actually see Prince Conrad actually has a hand up to his mouth and is like holding back a laugh a little bit.
Adorable.
But he sees you guys look his way and then kind of like stiffens up a little bit. It's like, like I said, give me a couple days to talk with the council, devise a plan, try to assess how much of a force we're going to send out. Lots of variables, but I will leave any decision that you all have, depending on the quest or, well, I guess this wouldn't be much of a quest, but a mission that we will be putting out for you. I trust that you all will be able to make the right decision that you feel will be beneficial.
I feel we've done pretty good so far.
Well, you've impressed Demeter, so I would say that speaks quite a bit for yourselves.
You know, Mom always told me, like, you know, expect the best but plan for the worst. Like, what would you suggest we do if something goes wrong? Run away?
Keep your lives however you can. I do not know of their forces or what Bartholomew over in Bachan has taken, but I do know that he did have quite a few capable mages with him while he was there. I don't know the extent of their power, or how much stronger they've gotten within the years, but I would, at the very least, be careful. I would ask you, if you can, see if there is a way you can keep fighting, but in an absolutely worst case scenario, I do not want you risking your lives for us. I would not ask that of you or any of my citizens here.
Would you know of anybody in town that sells the invisibility potion? Sorry, invisibility.
Invisibility.
Because I mean, if Hank could sneak in, I mean, if he'd like the invisibility.
You're not seeing me.
He looks at you, and then his glance kind of like motions over towards Wallace, who's like just standing behind you guys, and has a bit of, again, he's very stoic right now and not very jovial as he's always been, as he's, very silly, but he's able to read the room, but he knows that, and he's like, oh, well, I mean, if I suppose I could try conjure up a little trifle invisibility potion if you need. It won't be free though, but if it's for a mission, I suppose. We'll recompense. We'll recompense with the treasury. No, sir. And then as Wallace looks at him, is like, we can't do that, sir.
Tolkien opens up his pouch. How much is it?
Yeah, for an invisibility potion, say about, I like all of you, and you, Miss Vishana, you have given me quite an interesting toy to play with. As he reaches into his robe and pulls out the gun.
It just points
it.
Yeah. Literally, it starts Revolver Ocelot spinning it on a finger.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa!
How cool!
And then Ken just stops it. He's like, "You give me such a nice toy to play with. I'll say 200. It should suffice. Materials are not cheap, but I can get it done."
Tolkien rummages through his pack and he counts them in his head. He's like, "I'm a little short. Could you? I'll come. We can. Oh, I mean, unless anybody else wants to pay, but I don't think anyone else would want to."
12 shots.
Yes, your money problems. I forgot. As Conrad starts, it's like, I did talk with Captain Kelrad, as Joel informed us of your heroic duties for him. He's willing, for such a deed, is willing to cut that by half. So instead of owing your 1,500, he's willing to drop that to 750.
Really?
Wow.
That sounds like a good proposition.
That's incredibly generous.
By the way, Isaiah, is there a jeweler in here?
Yeah,
Like
Tinny.
Finny.
Or Finny.
Finny. Okay.
Are you asking? Are you asking in the city or the palace?
Or
In
the
city.
world.
No, in the city.
He's asking about the world.
Yeah, Finny. Finny's a jeweler.
All right. I didn't know that until Estelar went in. I didn't.
Are you
Well,
gonna buy a ring and propose to Mahadia?
I actually have gold, silver bars, and $300 or 300 gold worth of emeralds.
Well, like I said, you might want to take those to You might want to take. Oh, yeah. The gold bars you will want to probably take the Finny. She could buy those, but the metal ingots of iron and steel, you want to take to give a blacksmith.
I don't have any iron because I already sold them to a blacksmith.
Right, you sold them. You sold them to the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Yeah. So yeah, Finny can take those from you.
Tolkien will ask for the emerald though. 250 so you pay for the potion.
Or was that you trying to snatch off my money?
Excuse me, who's the one that got it? Tolkien was.
We will we will save your money troubles and expenses for when we are ready to send you out on your mission. But anyway, we are willing to assist. I will be more than happy to help you. In fact, if you so need it, I might have something for you, but I'll need to also talk with someone before that.
We'll be waiting.
What is it?
A friend who could potentially maybe get someone somewhere faster.
Oh, it's gonna be Nugget with his griffin.
Ooh. Now that's an idea.
God. That's a fucking idea.
The prince does seem, when he says that, does seem to have a bit of a slight smile to him.
Oh, it's Nugget.
It's Nugget. It's Nugget.
It is Nugget with his Griffin rider's license.
You're free to ask him if you want, but
how do?
Hank
But I
wouldn't
don't think we know a person named Nugget. So.
Yeah, Hank wouldn't know Nugget.
it's. I'll say it's not Nuggets.
Ah, shit.
Nah. Ruining the fun, Isaiah.
I'm gonna break your expectations before you think they're raised.
Damn.
But yeah, the prince is there.
It was Nugget though. I'm just kidding. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but if there's anything else you guys want to ask the prince or talk with or discuss, if there's nothing else, he will stand up and lead you all back to the to the doors to the main hallway.
I'm trying to think if Dolkin would need to ask anything else of him since we're here. You know what? Dolkin's gonna ask him. Dolkin's gonna turn to the prince and be like, "Hey, you know where Joel lives?"
Joel, he lives here in the High District.
Would it be okay if we stop by and said hi, make sure he's doing okay?
No.
If you want, I suppose I can allow Kelrad to give you a little detour to see him.
We just want to make sure he got home okay. I know he was still a little banged, bruised up, and I know his kids. Well, at least one of them took a liking to Ma. I can't remember. Find her name. I'll fucking look it up if we actually go there.
I think it was Cassandra.
Yeah. He's like, well, and Cassandra took a real liking to Ma. And I'd hate for her to never see her again. That would suck. Just want to make sure she's doing okay. He got back home safe. That's the first day I was ever in this city. There was a bombing or something. So as far as I know, this city's pretty dangerous.
We are still investigating that little bit. It's something that has definitely left me irritated. But we have not been able to find anything yet, which is even more irritating. But he looks to you basically if you all want to go see Joel, or if it's just a Dolkin thing that.
No.
Okay.
I don't think his kids are. Yeah, I don't think Hank would care about Joel. I don't think there's any I don't think they liked him. I don't think anybody likes Hank.
Chase, one of his kids literally hugged you. What the fuck are you talking
Did
about?
Did they?
Timmy.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Tobias.
I remember Toby hugging you.
Toby fucking hugged you when leaving. They all Chase, they all like you. You saved them. What the fuck are you talking about?
Whatever.
You're just acting like no one likes Hank.
No one likes me.
No one likes me. Alright, fine, I'll fucking go. I'll go and see the kids.
Okay, we can make it short, but if you have nothing else, he leads you out, and Kelrad is standing by a pillar further down the hall, just very proper, and talking with a couple of the other palace guards that are here. And when he notices you all, he starts making his way, does a bow to the prince, who just kind of waves that off, and sees you all on your way, explaining to Calrad that they'd like to make a quick detour to Joel's house.
If he'd allow it.
Yeah, well, I mean, he well, it was coming from the king, and he likes you guys, so he's more than happy to.
Oh, hell yeah. And while we're here, we'll sneak off to fucking grandma's and get more baked goods without Prince Conrad knowing.
Miss Withersby's in the middle district.
Oh,
but
wait.
fine,
Who was the lady that was up here, though?
No one.
I thought there was a lady that, like, baked something for you.
Yeah, that's in the middle district.
Oh, okay.
But it's on the main road going out, so...
It's a visit.
Yeah, so...
Have her fork.
Yeah, so Calrad takes you all, and let me just change up the... There we go. I'm gonna turn that down a little bit. There we go. Leads you all out into back outside the palace, and like I've explained. I don't know if I explained Matt before, but the High District is. Excuse me. God, I got something in my throat. I can't get it out. But the High District is probably what you could imagine of hoity-toity, very noble people. It almost kind of reminds you of kind of around the palace from your home city in Thelios. A lot of the houses are either very spaced out apart with big, large manors with lots of yard and garden space, or sometimes they're even areas pushed together. It seems that this isn't really much of a shopping area, but as he leads you all actually off the main road and actually takes you into what looks like a bit of a kind of like a winding path that leads to one side of the palace that you have not been, and actually leads you over to the to the main church.
Ooh.
That you all saw before. That was of Baldin, the winter god of justice.
Mm-hmm.
Not towards it, but now you guys are seeing a bit more of it than what you had before. As he's leading you guys on a nice fair walk through what seems to be like a small park besides the palace. And now that you guys are actually getting to view more by walking in more of the area, it's a lot nicer than you thought, and not as what you would expect royalty to have, with lots of lush parks. Even like in one area of a large, just kind of forested, not really, but just like kind of like I'm trying to put this into words, like Central Park-ish.
Okay.
On one side of the building, but not as big.
Isaiah, to really sell home how fancy is. You know those people that like pay gardeners to like make shapes out of like their bushes? Do we have anything like that, or?
Oh, definitely.
Oh.
That would have been in people's front yards and some of their manors.
Okay.
You would see some of like really fancy horses, some of some of other animals, some of just monsters. You pass by one manor that actually has like a full size like 20-foot tall like dragon dragon hedge. And you see like 4 guys just like trimming it, and they all look like they hate their jobs.
Are there owl bear hedges?
Yeah,
Wait.
you actually you pass by in the middle of a pathway you're going, and you kind of see like a small little pond, and trimmed up around it are like small little baby owlbear hedges that are just kind of like near the water.
So did you ask if there was a beholder?
Beholder hedges.
No.
Damn.
Oh, damn. You know,
Think of how cool that'd be.
if Dolkin was more pessimistic, I was gonna have him go, you know, this is cool and all, but you could just do this with magic. But now that I know that there's actual people having to cut these hedges, even better.
Yeah, but yeah, and as you guys go along, definitely on the main road is where a lot of the other smaller houses and a couple like general store buying produce and meat shops are kind of just like aligned along the edge of the main road. And then again, once you actually go like to the winding paths like further around the castle is when the high district kind of opens up even more.
Mm-hmm.
And as Kalrazling, you see that large cathedral of Baldwin on the right side, the left side of the palace. And it's a little imposing with kind of like at least maybe like a fourth as big as the castle itself. Kind of like in itself, you can see like you couldn't see before, but there's actually a large part of like a few floors that connect to the castle itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like it's a large place in and of itself. But he does lead you further down and eventually to a nice little small quaint house that's not as regal as some of the other manors that you've seen. Kind of like a normal almost like suburban 2-story very nice house, and opens up a gate and leads you up to the front door.
Does he have like does he have like wait staff walking around this place, or
doesn't look like it.
Oh, okay.
And he kind of waits there. It's like, looking at you guys, if like one of you are gonna knock on the door to his house.
Dolkin will knock, absolutely. Dolkin will walk up, and he'll raise his hand, and then he'll give like 3 very gentle knocks.
Yeah, you walk up and just do a, and you hear behind the door just one moment, I wasn't expecting guests.
All right, guys, hold on, back up. He's gonna tell him to back up, and he's gonna take him off his back and put her on the doorstep. All right, guys, hi. All right, guys.
And I guess.
Yeah, right. I want everyone to like get like the side, like away from like the front view.
Vishana's just standing there, shaking her head. No.
Dolkin's gonna grab Vishana. if she doesn't hide.
So yeah, no. SLR will hide behind Dolkin. Vishana will hide behind SLR, and I'll hide behind Vishana.
Okay, yeah, do that.
As long as Ma is the only one that he sees. This is what Dolkin wants.
So wait, where's Dolkin hiding?
Well, I assume we could just get out of view, right? Like, just like, so like, I just want the first thing to see when he opens the door is for it to be Ma, and then obviously if he starts scanning the area, we can like come out from wherever we're hiding and be like, okay.
Yeah, he's got a porch area, but he's got a porch that you guys climb up to. But there are stairs and also a part of the house that kind of goes at a 90-degree angle away from out of view of the main door. So yeah, go on roll stealth checks. Why not?
Oh hell yeah! Stealth. Oh, never mind. Amazing. Oh my.
Oh.
Oof.
Hank, what happened?
You know what? Hold on. Let me. Kelrad's here. Let's roll stealth for him too.
Is this a group? Probably not.
I feel like even as a group stealth, we didn't.
Well, Dolkin rolled good. Then that one definitely hurts a lot.
Oh, yeah. So, Dolkin, you say, "All right, everyone hide," and then run off. And then what ends up happening is Hank trips over the front porch stair and falls face first on the ground, and then. And then Estelar, equally as surprised and trying to follow you, falls and then falls on top of Hank. And then Vashana you do the same as you basically fall on top of Estelar. And then Kelrad, who is like a little slow at first, in heavy plate mail armor, then also falls. And it's just a sandwich of you guys just on top of each other as the door opens, and you see Joel. Well, you don't see Joel, but Joel comes out with a sling over an arm. First sees Ma with his mouth, and then sees everyone just in a dog pile on the ground. It's just like.
And then, well, before he says anything, Dulkin will come up from behind the corner. Surprise.
Yeah, and then Ma looks back and looks up and holds up two of her legs like.
Hank is like underneath. Everybody's like.
Hank is dying.
Oh wait! The fucking noise cancellation.
Yeah.
Underneath, everybody's like.
Wait, he's gotta be like actually being crushed to death. Estelar is like over 200 pounds, and then I'm sure Kelvin is like.
Yeah, no, Kelrad, when he falls, he immediately tries to flip. I was like, sorry. And he just like falls on his back, and his armor clangs on the ground. And Angelina didn't move. She stayed up there next to Ma. She's like,
Oh.
So, and then Kelrad just kind of stands up and helps you. Basically, everyone get off of Hank. As Hank, you've got a little. You feel like you might have a little bruising somewhere, but you're not exactly sure.
Yeah.
Good attack.
And then he slowly tries to get up on his knees. His like legs are wobbly, and it's like,
Well, it's good to see all of you again after such a. He looks down at a watch on his hand. Short time.
I just want to make sure you got home okay, because my first experience in the city was somebody blew up the place. So.
Yes, I'm quite all right, but I thank you. How are you?
You know, the joke didn't land as well, cause he's got 2 left feet.
I could be doing better.
Well, I hope you won't be disappointed that it's just me. The children are at a private tutors right now.
Mm.
They're not even here.
Well, the studies are important, so
that is true.
I do thank you all for coming.
You're welcome.
I hope you. I was hoping that at least Cassandra would be able to see Ma, because I mean I don't know if we're ever gonna see her again, but just let her know that let her know that she dropped by, and only Ma dropped by. Or her.
He kind of laughs like, sure, I will pass the message, but if you all wish to ever, I'm sure the kids will not be able to forget about you a lot, but I would not be unwelcome to the idea of having you as guests in my house at some point.
Oh, delightful.
Probably when, and he kind of like shakes his broken arms, when this is more healed up.
Oh, yeah.
I can't necessarily cook a meal for a large group if with only one arm. But if you all aren't busy, would you like tea or coffee?
What? Don't say. He's gonna look at Ma. How does Ma react when he says that word?
What, coffee?
Yeah.
You know, let's roll intelligence. If she remembers if she even knows what the name of the thing that got her all hyped up.
He's a dick.
We're gonna have to spell it out like a dog. The COFE.
Ma, roll your intelligence.
I mean, she is the smartest.
It is exactly like when you're when you have a dog and you say treats, the moment he says coffee, she just immediately perks up like, oh.
God damn it, she's got a -3 and then she still passed.
Didn't have said anything.
Well, yeah, and he'll be like, and then Dal can look and he'll do like the COFEE. The last time she had it, she went a little, well, she got a little crazy.
Oh, I see. Then maybe next time, you'll. Then he looks down at Ma, who's just kind of like, she's kind of like even like moving against him to like get inside the house and look around, but he's kind of like using his legs, like using his legs to block her. Mm-hmm. He's like, maybe I'll contact you when maybe you can find a sitter for your spider. She does not go crazy like this.
Yeah. And then Dalkin would lead down to the pet Molly. He's like, "What? Molly wasn't. He didn't actually have any. He was just it's not ready. He was just being nice." So, but like, it's just
yes, I see.
And he'll try and pick Ma up and like put her on his back.
yeah, you do. She's a little feisty, but it does just give up and clutch onto your back. It's like, yeah, but Joel stands there. He's like, well, I'm happy that you all thought of me, but when the kids return back and when I'm more healed up, I'd be more than welcome to have you as guests for dinner, maybe.
Oh, we'll definitely make sure to take you up on that.
Absolutely, I'll take you up on that.
Yes, you'll have to tell me in advance, maybe your favorite meals, so I can maybe give you a proper feast as thank you.
I don't know if you'll be able to make what I really like.
I'm sure I can find something. If not, I can bug Chef Ragu.
Mind Flayer calamari or calamari.
I can't tell if that's a joke or not.
That's a joke. Everything's a joke with me. I'm a joke.
What?
Everybody hates me. They all hated me.
Yeah, Dalkin will pipe up because he wants to at least ask one thing, because he does have a lot of his favorite foods from the Underdark that Mom would make him a lot. Like, you guys have like you got like amber licking and soft rock bread.
I don't know what those are, but I think I could.
Amber licking.
I'm sure I could maybe look around.
Dalkin look ecstatic. He's like, oh, and then there's like some fluorescent fungus salad. Oh.
Very extravagant, but there was one thing I wanted to do of you now that you are actually here. Now that I'm actually back home, he does go a little bit to the side and does pull out a little bit of a lockbox. And he comes. He's like, I was going to wait until you all rested a bit more, but I suppose it's better now that you're all here. Here, I know I talked to the captain, and he nods towards Kelrad, who's just like, not talking, letting you guys just talk with Joel. It's like, he did let you know about the little bit of a discount for your financial troubles. Yes.
Yes, we do certainly appreciate your helping with that. It was very generous of you.
It was.
I'll second that.
It was probably far less than I could offer, which is why I also wanted to give you all this. And he hands each of you a small sack, each with 10 platinum pieces.
Audible
wait. Hold up. Okay, 10 platinums?
Which basically is 100 gold in platinum.
Oh my god.
I know. We all have 15 platinum pieces.
Oh. And Hank's gonna like look at the. Hank's gonna like whenever he like looks inside, he's gonna be like, oh my god. And then he's gonna close it up, and then like hold out his arms and slowly walk towards Joel.
I mean, you only come up to like his ankle, so like
like
No, his head comes up to like Joel's chest.
I was gonna say Joel's belly button.
Yeah, Joel.
No,
I'd be like, "Oh,
like
my
the
God."
bottom of his chest. Basically, yeah. Joel laughs a bit and just he embraced the hug.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's gonna attempt to give a really big fat hug for such a wonderful donation to the Merchants Guild.
I'm happy that you enjoy it. So it's the least I can do.
Is it my birthday?
Is it?
I don't know. Is it?
I don't know. I haven't celebrated it in 50 years.
That is quite a while.
Yeah, I'm gonna be right back. I gotta go to the restroom.
Okay, but
Right in the arms of Joel. Come on.
Gonna piss right on him.
he's releasing his bowels
Into.
right on his front porch.
Into Joel. All over.
It's my birthday. Can't say anything.
Well, it has been a pleasure to see you all again. Unfortunately, I am having to get back to business as I am here, but I will let you know first notice when I am better. I'll be happy to have you over for dinner.
What?
But I must get back to work.
Yeah. It's good seeing you, Joel.
That's nice seeing you, Joel.
You as well. Thank you. I hope the rest of your days are at ease.
I hope the
And he'll-
work isn't too hard.
It's actually quite nice working from home, he says with a bit of a smile as he gives you all a wave and closes the door.
And then we flash cut to 1 year where he hasn't left his house because he still has to work from home.
Actually, almost 2 years.
Flash cut to 2 years where he still is working from home. He's going stir crazy.
Daddy,
You can leave your room now. The virus.
No, the virus.
How do you think I lost this arm?
Gnawed his own arm off.
It never got better. But with that, Kelrad takes you all down the way you came, and leads you back to the main road of the High District, and then down to the gates, where you go down. And if you want, you can go by. You can stop by Miss Withersby's shop and pick up like a treat or two.
What is does she have anything on display as we're perusing by?
You know what? Because I did a volunteer today doing this. She actually has something new in her store.
No.
On her stand, she props up a sign with new treats, and it looks to be some weird crisscross dough that's a little flat with looks like sugar on top of it. It looks like she's calling it funnel cake.
Funnel cake.
What does it smell like from afar? Cinnamon?
It's got a little bit of a doughy aroma to it.
Mm-hmm.
A spice that you can't necessarily pin down, but it smells nice, and also just sugar on top of it as well.
Dolkin will be drawn to
it. She be inside just fixing up her store, but yeah, she'll notice you, and if you want, she'll give it to you guys each for like 5 silver. Some funnel cake.
Dolkin turns and looks at Estelar, who looks equally as excited about the funnel cake.
I would love to try some funnel cake.
Dolkin will put his 5, and then Dolkin will put 5 pieces of silver. Do I have 5 pieces of silver?
I will also put down.
Yeah, okay, I do.
Give her a gold piece, and she can give you back silver.
Oh, I have 11, so we're good. Dolkin will put down 6 pieces for that. Well,
Yeah.
I was getting one so we could try it. If you wanted your own, you could. But obviously.
And
Oh wait, is it like?
Yeah. Well, how big
get
is it?
one? Yeah.
Basically, in it like what is it's a good plate size? Like a 10-inch plate. It fills up.
Mm. Yeah,
Pretty good
Yeah.
size.
Dolphin probably won't eat
Yeah.
this whole thing, so.
And even Kelrad, who you guys know is a bit of a food addict, has 3 of them.
What?
Wait, he bought 3?
He bought 3.
Because I was actually gonna buy him one.
He's...
Oh shit.
Dolphin will purchase one.
All right, what was up?
Got funnel cake.
We're buying funnel cake.
Oh, I want a funnel cake.
5 silver.
It's 5 silver
I love funnel cake.
from Miss
funnel
Withersbee's
cake.
Bakery.
Of course.
I feel like it's every time you guys pass by the middle dish, you're like, I want to go to the old lady and buy some baked goods.
She's so wonderful.
Gives us free forks. Gives us free
Yeah.
forks
Yeah,
for
we
cake.
you
get
got-
free forks.
you guys get free wooden forks.
Yes! I'm adding another one to my inventory.
Hey,
In the wooden pack
hey.
in my inventory.
Hey, Enzo saved your lives with it once.
He did kill a deathlock with a fork.
Took 2 forks. He took my fork as well.
Angelina, who's kind of looking at it, looks to you, Vashana, and is like, do you want one?
I'm alright.
No,
Are you
as-
sure they look good?
Yeah, as Dolphin take a bite. No, Vashana, you definitely.
Oh my god.
No, Vashana, like.
That's so good.
Yeah,
Vashana,
even
like-
Kelrad, who's basically made a sandwich out of 3, just chomped them. It's like,
Oh
Oh,
my god.
it's real good.
Yeah, Vashana, you gotta get your stuff on.
No, it's quite alright. I'm
Dolphin will come over with his plate and hand her the fork. No,
no, Dokin, it's alright.
Oh, it's not alright.
It's not alright, actually.
not all that until you've had some
You take a bite.
delicious treats.
Take a bite of this delicious treat right now.
Matt, if you want to pause, Angelina will insight Vashana if you're all right with that.
Yeah, go for it.
Ah,
Oh, almost.
almost.
If you don't want to say it out loud, you're free to DM if you want to see.
No, Dolkin's pestering Vishana will just go. Dolkin, I'm allergic.
A good food?
What?
Allergic to.
And I'm allergic too. Allergic to bullshit.
No, I can't have dairy.
Miss Witherspoon's a dairy in this.
Is there dairy in funnel cake?
Yes,
Is there?
yes,
What about
there
the
very
cake
much
that
is.
we had before the shaman?
And
You ate
and
that
it's made of
fine.
batter.
And Vishana
That-
just goes and holds her hand to her stomach.
Okay.
Yes,
Well,
I know.
oh my god! Are you pulling a fucking Gaijin with Greckles being allergic to cheese?
Mm.
No, I'm pulling a me.
Oh, you are doing it. Vashana would be like, oh, and then we're just kind of like, it's like, would you like
You know what?
something else?
No, it says right here. It depends. You can make funnel cake without any of the dairy product. What did Miss Witherspoon make this with?
She probably would have definitely used it.
Damn
with
it!
milk, Probably.
That fucking vegan hating bitch. God damn it.
But there
Yeah.
are also some other things as well. There's there's bread as well. There's cookies as well. She's got a lot of whatever kind of baked goods you would want in the shop, and Angelina seems like doesn't want you to be left out.
And Vishana smiles and just goes, "It's quite all right, but
No, it's not. But we'll get over it.
I unfortunately, if I eat anything from here, I'll suffer later tonight, and I don't want to be doing that."
You'll suffer more if you don't. No, I'm just kidding.
All right. Then maybe somewhere with less dairy baked goods.
Baked goods in general usually are not the best for me. My mother made this lovely wheat bread that she used crushed seeds as well as water to make. It was delicious, but it
Oh.
doesn't rise as lovely as these do. I can usually eat it. It's just I don't feel too well afterwards.
Well, dear, if you want, if you want some, if you want maybe some bread, or I've made some lovely bread if you'd like. No dairy in them.
Do you have flatbread?
Of course we do. She goes and like a little like rack with like baskets that she's put all her dairy products in, and just comes out with a basket full of flatbread.
No, I just imagine Miss Witherspoon is very nice old lady, and she's gonna like chop up the flatbread for her, but she's gonna look at Vishana angrily as she chops the flatbread.
I made these out of the kids I stole this morning. What? What?
And she takes the big knife and smashes it onto the table to cut the bread.
Little did she know she was a hag. But yeah, if she wants, these are like just a silver each. If you want to buy like a couple pieces of flatbread.
Vishana looks at it, and then
Said she doesn't want it.
looks back and goes, "I'm sorry, I can't afford it."
Are you?
Yeah, she doesn't have any money.
Fuck.
But don't worry, Dalkin will.
No. I will buy the shop.
I will fork up the silver.
How much silver?
It's just a silver piece, dear.
Just fun. No doubt. So you I will
Why,
put down
thank
the
you.
silver.
She'll-
Bread to Shauna.
Yeah. And she takes it, hands it to you, and goes back, and you got a piece of flatbread.
Oh, thank you, Estella. You didn't need to.
Yeah. You should pay much more for that guild fee. Piece of flatbread is nothing.
And she takes a bite out of it. We'll walk out.
Little do we know that Miss Witherspoon actually drugs in all of her baked goods. Why?
There's
That's why.
cocaine in them.
That's why people keep coming back. It's because it's addictive.
It's my secret recipe.
Recipe, you
Oh my god. All I thought was just fucking Granny from TFS at the table was like, it's a secret ingredient.
Yeah.
Did, did my noise suppression take that off?
No,
Nope.
no, we heard.
Oh, you heard my fucking gravelly voice.
Yeah.
Good.
It's good. It's good.
Okay, but yeah, you guys get your baked goods like you always do when you pass by the middle district and head down. And you guys are back in the general district, and Kelrad waves you guys off and goes back to his guard duty.
I need to ask him before he goes.
Mm-hmm.
Where do I pay off the debt?
Oh, well, if you just want to go to the guard station that we have set up, and he points you in the direction of the main guard station. It's like kind of like in the middle of the general district, like off the main road. Basically like a police station almost. Where they have stuff at.
Yes, I think that I would like to go ahead and take care of that.
Don't worry, we have a file. Don't worry, we have a file on you. I'm sure whoever you ask over there will be able to get it.
Okay, I'll head over there.
All right, you do so, and you go and well, I guess does anyone want to go with her to pay off that debt, or are you guys just gonna go?
No, Dalkin will go with. This might not be his debt, but this is the collective debt. So.
Yeah, Vishana's just gonna go off and do the things.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say after this we can go into the we'll go into the few days of downtime you guys get. So, yeah, you all go to the guardhouse, and it's basically again imagine just like a little more of like a medieval police station where they got a front counter, and then like you got a front counter, like rooms that lead into offices in the building, and then you've got like a hallway that leads into cells that you can clearly see, and you hear a lot of rambunctious noises from people locked out. It's like, I don't care, 10 years, 20 years, I'll get out of here, no problem. just a bunch of nonsense going on. They're a little chaotic, but a lot of the guards seem to be used to it. And at the front is a human-looking man, who, if you go up to him, wanting to pay off the debt, he'll just pull out a little file from a little cabinet behind him. Flips through some papers and basically ask you for the amount that you've been fined. So basically that they can basically wipe this what's the word I'm looking for? They basically wipe your crime off your record.
Yeah, Dalkin's curious if this is going to be on his permanent record too. His mom will be pretty upset.
I mean, you're free. You're free to ask him, but if you do, he said there's only 2 people involved with it, which is Enzo. Which, if you look at him while he's, it looks like a lot has been paid off through just Enzo being arrested. But
they've been working Enzo.
You can ask him.
I won't.
You will?
No.
I won't.
Oh, you won't? Okay.
I don't want to know.
I'm assuming I'm there, right?
If you wanted to go, you didn't have to.
Yeah, if you want to be there.
Yeah. Yeah, I would. I would want to be there.
Yeah,
and
Angela would have probably gone off with Vashana.
And can I ask the guard? So what happened to Enzo? What's going on with Enzo now?
Oh, Mr. Lazarus, well, last I heard him... Well, last I heard of Mr. Lazarus, he was set with particular tasks that he's doing for the city.
Oh, community service. Oh, delightful.
In a way, yes. We're all inside out of this guard, man.
Yeah.
All of us heard.
Oh, 20. You know what? It could be just Hank. I think you guys he seems like you ask about him, so he knows that you know, and he's trying his best to say that Enzo's doing okay while lying through his teeth. But so you can also tell that this guy is working in the lower district, and he does not know a lot about what is going on with Enzo. So you can assume maybe it's a bit of word of mouth, maybe.
I understand.
But from this,
I understand.
Yes, not really involved with that particular case, as it's kind of done now. But I hear he's paying his due justice in whatever ways they can find for him.
I gotcha.
Right.
I appreciate it.
No worries. So that's 750. Actually, he's like, so that's 1,500. Oh, actually, been slashed down to 750 gold.
And I will drop down 650 gold and my 10 platinum.
Wait, you don't want us to help?
No.
Oh, I see what it is.
All right. Well, that is that taken care of. As he kind of like takes out a little bit of a lockbox, and then takes the gold and kind of like shovels it all in. It's like, how do you carry all this on you? He's like putting it underneath.
Quite heavy, but has to be done.
Strong muscles. All right, well.
Flex a little.
You see him make a few marks on the paper. Takes out a little bit of a stamps on the paper, then closes the folder. Like, all right, well, from word from the captain, he has also asked that this be wiped off whatever criminal record that you have, with the full payment. So you should have no more troubles. And I suppose Fuck. What was the lady's name? Oh, I'm trying to. Don't tell me. I remember her name.
No, you mean
I was
our
like-
guard lady?
And I can inform Miss Madeline that her services to watch over you will no longer be needed. Which he kind of laughs a little bit. It's like, she's been right peachy about.
I'm sure she'll
Complaining-
be quite
complaining-
happy.
Yeah, she will be more than happy. I can assure you of that. So he kind of just like he grumbles a bit as he's like, "Oh, thank God."
Yeah, I do appreciate your help. Thank you very much.
Yep. You all have a good rest of your day and stay safe.
Thank you.
She was good.
If you ever need help, the gods are never too far away.
Oh, well, doesn't that feel like a weight off our? Doesn't that feel like a weight off your shoulder, Restaurant?
It certainly does. I was very much looking forward to playing that off.
How
It's
much?
nice not to worry about it.
How much do you all have left?
Opens gold pouch.
Moth flies out.
I've got I've got a couple platinums left, so
You know what? Tolkien would feel bad if at least someone, because he wanted to do this for Vashon, but she walked off. No. He will hand you 5 of the platinum pieces. He doesn't want anybody that he knows walking around with less than 100 gold in their, like, coffers, so... I'll hand you
I
5 of
don't
these.
have to, Tolkien.
Oh, I don't have to, but I mean, I've already bought the thing that I want, and so, like, you might find something you want, and I'd hate for you to walk around with, like, at least 100 gold on you. Like, what if you want to go buy a lot of stuff from Miss Withersby? Withersby.
I was looking at picking up a potion or two before we head out. on
I'm
these
just
little-
saying. So yeah, he's gonna hand over the 5 platinum pieces, so you can have 10 platinum pieces again.
Yeah, I'll take it. I do appreciate it, Tolkien. Thank you.
Because I just now have like 100 on me, so
All right. Sounds good. And we'll say, let's take a quick break, real quick, and then we'll go on to what you guys will be doing on your
all right, I'm gonna go
on your downtime.
take a piss.
Yeah, I'm gonna go pee too.
Get some things.
Downtime.
Let me get some things to eat.
No, I'm not, and I'm not sure if I want to do Vashana or Hank last.
I understand if you want to do Hank last.
With what you're doing, I kind of want you to do you last.
Yeah, I understand.
Because you got a bit of a big one.
It's gonna be quite the pickle, but you know, I feel
You're
like
gonna,
taking
you're gonna
risks.
take Vashana as a witness to your death.
Witness to my death. I feel like risks are what make things interesting, at least.
I'm kind of debating, like, if you lose, you'd be like, all right, you can either give me your soul, or you can give me that bag of holding back. It's like, I'd rather die than give it up. I'd rather die and go to hell than have my bag of holding taken away from me. Alrighty, I am going to bathroom real quick, and then I'll be back. Yeah, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Alrighty. Hope you guys are ready to have some fun. Ready to do things. And get things. And roll some dice. Alrighty. Not sure. I think I'll leave it up to Brandon and Crystal if they want to have Dolkin or Eslar go first. What is this?
I'm back. Oh, it's just me.
Oh, I'm here.
Oh, I thought I was going to be able to say some real racist things to chat with anyone else being offended, but now that you're here, now I can't be mean to them. No, because I did look it up, because I didn't know like what people ate in the Underdark, and so that's what I had Tolkien say, because I didn't know what the fuck they eat down here. But then I see things like, where is it? Where did it go? But then I see words like or foods like cheer puppers, or colonies of fungus that is so tiny and they resemble lichens hanging from the walls. They usually grow near cliffs and gaps and are completely edible, but they induce strong hallucinations. And as in the name implies, they make everyone who tries them cheer up. And I was like, what? They just cheer uppers is the name of a mushroom, a happy shroom. And then
Oh, that's cute.
and chimera mushrooms, which when you melt them or when you get them hot, they melt like butter and they smell like melted cheese. So they don't have cheese, so they melt mushrooms over their meals for melted cheese. There's melted mushrooms.
Aw.
I was like, man.
Does it taste like cheese or does it only smell
cool.
like cheese?
Well, it says it melts like butter and smells like cheese, but it is a mushroom, so I don't fucking know.
I would imagine it just tastes like a mushroom.
But you smell with your nose. It smells like cheese, so you'll probably taste cheese. Taste cheese.
Well,
But
then what about like?
what happens if
dirt?
you? But what happens if you let it sit and like not be hot anymore? Does it re-solidify into shroom? I have many questions.
There are many questions which I am not well equipped to answer.
And I think the coolest one, which I'm definitely going to add into the story that Dad would drink all the time, is Fool's Beer. A fluorescent blue color with a golden foam beard. And then after that it says, and it says something like blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Nobody cares. And then it says something about also the drink can be completely transparent.
Sorry about that, I'm back. And
There you
also, let me ask what you guys think about this.
Think about what?
Let me ask.
Well, what do you think about it? What do you think about it, Chase?
Well, I just want to get your guys' opinions first.
Well, give me your opinion first.
I don't know, I like the idea.
Okay.
So, what if there was like a I don't know, like a armor or clothing store in D&D that was like very like it was like but maybe it would be like a blacksmith for like armor, mainly armor, and it was called Not Foppish. Like Hot Topic. But
Oh my god.
What?
I know it was a stretch.
It was a big fucking stretch.
It was a pretty big stretch. Like that went way over my head.
I'm
It
sorry.
did. It went way over mine as well.
I'm sorry.
Complete
I
side
Yeah.
note.
I think your heart is in the right place, but
Complete side note, Isaiah. Scary Monsters is a terrifying fucking stand.
I am well aware. I don't know anything about Steel Ball Run, but I know Scary Monsters is pretty, as the name implies, scary.
Well, they wouldn't call something scary if it wasn't scary, Matt. I mean,
You're completely right on that.
Also, I'm making some food, so I'll leave in like 8 or
I-
9 minutes to grab it.
Also, I'm just rolling my D20 for stuff, and I need to stop rolling because I'm wasting the good rolls. Because I rolled a fucking 18 and 19, then nat 20, and then an 18 again, and I need these for you guys for your days off.
you mean you weren't already rolling for us?
I was going to wait until I was going to, and then my computer bricked because I had Gibbs and everyone's character sheets that were going to be doing things on my computer, and then it bricked. So I was like, okay, it's either I'm gonna do it live or we're gonna wait. Because I take Saturday, Sunday, and Monday off from doing stuff. I had stuff I was doing for Tuesday, and then Wednesday I get home and it bricks.
Well,
I was like, what the fuck?
Well, at least now we're looking at other options to get you beef PC.
Yeah, definitely. But apparently I got this upgraded, so all right. We all good to go, or you guys want a little bit longer?
I'm good.
I'm good.
Alrighty. You good, Matt?
Nah, I'm just reading Steel Ball Run while I wait.
Alrighty. Okay, so we'll go into the days off now. In your downtime, I'll say. It starts from this morning, from when you guys decide to leave the palace and finish with paying off the debt. So, who wants to start first? Between I imagine Matt, you still want maybe a little bit. You maybe want Vashon's thing to be later, but I want Chase's thing to be last. So between you three, who wants to go first?
Wait, why would Chase's thing be last?
He's doing a stupid thing.
Because he wants to gamble with death is what he wants to do.
You know, we gotta wait for those results. Like, you know, we have to. The suspense, you know.
Well, if he doesn't come back, that's what he means.
Yeah.
So who wants to go first with their things for their days off?
I mean, I'm fine with going first, or we can alternate. We just do like one person thing and one person.
I think it's better for everyone to do their things all at once.
It only makes sense for me to go like right before Chase. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Do you want to do rock paper scissors, Crystal?
And then I'll. You know what? Sure. Yeah. Let's rock paper scissors it.
All right.
How are we gonna do that?
I'll turn the camera on.
I don't have a camera.
All right. Camera's on, Crystal.
Pathetic.
Actually,
So you better win the. Crystal, come on.
Hold on. Let me get my other
You
computer.
better win RPS, Crystal. This is important. It's determine who gets made fun of first.
Give me a second.
Oh,
You're making me.
Crystal, you don't even understand. I've been prepping for this moment. I knew Isaiah. I bricked Isaiah's computer on purpose, just for this moment, Crystal, so that I could win RPS against you.
All right. Okay. All right. You can hear me, right?
We can hear you.
On my audio.
It's pretty good.
Here we are.
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready. All right.
All right.
Now, okay, Isaiah, you got to count us in. It's 1, 2, 3, shoot.
All right.
Let me move this out of the way
Ready?
so it's.
Okay, ready?
Duncan Pope.
I'm ready.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, shoot, Isaiah.
Shoot!
No.
Yeah,
Look,
I'll do it.
no. Yeah. He fucked it
All right,
up.
we'll do.
No, I will do it. Are you ready?
Yeah. Ready. I'm ready.
1, 2, 3, shoot!
Fuck! I
I
threw
wasn't gonna
papers.
change my answer.
Well, I figured you might. All right, well, she run RPS. I guess I'll go first.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, so you're gonna go first, Token. So, what is the first thing you're going to do? So, You know what? First, let's roll. Let's do Gibbs' thing real quick 1st. So,
Well, I assume that's the thing I have to do first. I have to get that started.
Yeah. We'll do those 4. We'll do those 4 days. Actually, no. We'll do that last. Actually, we'll do that last over the 4 days. So you want to talk with Audrey, and discuss things with her. You want to also chum it up with Rishna as well.
Yeah, chum it up with both of them.
Was there anything else you want to do?
Oh, the guild thing.
Right, the guild thing for your dad.
Probably do that first, actually.
Yeah. Okay. So you go you go to the guild and talk with Ragadrus about that. He brings in a couple other of the non-adventurers that are working there as assistants, and they managed to set up. Well, they ask you questions about your dad. What he looks like, when you last saw him. Business, what he does for a living, and they're able to chalk up a good bit of information to basically get a search going. They explain to you that there are a couple factors that goes into the success of this. One being all the information to be able to get a accurate persons for if someone spots him, which you have given. Probably not hard to get a Snare Verblin, or a deep gnome as they're called. Probably hard to miss. And another one is also price, because no one's going to do this for free, and a probably higher price for the identification of your father would also probably lead people to doing it as well. So they also do ask you to probably put down a price for either information about him, and probably like a wanted poster, almost in a way, like dead or alive, but like one being
preferably alive.
Information like a price for information about him, like where they can lead you to, and another one if like they can lead you to him.
Yeah.
If like they actually know where they are, or if they knew of where he last was.
Wait. Did I ever take that fucking gem from you, Chase? I don't remember.
The emerald?
Yeah, so I could pawn it for when we got to go buy the potion.
You didn't ask for it back, but if you wanted to, I can give it back.
I meant to ask for it like as we were leaving the thing. If you would not mind, so I could eventually pawn it off
the 251, right?
Yeah. One that chunked out of the earth.
Yeah, 250 gold emerald.
All right. That back in my inventory. And see, you know what? Because platinum pieces look very, they look pretty stunning. He'll put up. Okay, well here's Dolkin has a question. Like, let's say somebody has information. Like, let's say multiple people have information, right? How does this work? Like, if I put up information for like 3 platinum pieces or like 5 platinum pieces, and like 7 people come ask me questions, right?
They're free. They say you're free to pull it down wherever you need. Like, depending on who gets you information when and how much you need, you're free to pull down your request whenever you need. So like if someone comes in and gives you like enough information that you want, or someone gives you something, but you feel like you want a little more, and then another person comes and gives you another piece of information, then that's when, basically until you feel satisfied with your information.
Okay. So I just put like a maximum, basically?
Yeah, basically.
Well, all I have on me, besides for basically 50 gold pieces, is my 10 platinum pieces. Dolkin will offer up basically his max that he has currently. He'll drop them the 10 platinum pieces.
Alrighty.
Because they look shinier than normal gold pieces, and people are like,
the guild isn't gonna. Well, the guild will not take this.
Okay.
It's going to be for you to pay the. They will obviously lead you into the direction of like who is the person responsible for putting up the notice.
Oh, okay. Just making sure.
Yeah.
I don't know if I had to pay it then or.
No, you're good. Okay, so you do that, and then they say they'll just start working on, flyers to start putting up anywhere, and basically try and maybe based off your information get the best rough sketch of your father that they can get, from the information you gave. But
Oh, good.
they will get that up as timely as they can. But other than that, and we'll say before that you went to do Ma, so Gib can do his things over the few days.
Good.
Let's see. We'll say for your second day, you go and do you want to go to talk with Ott?
I'm gonna after I get done with the good thing, I'm gonna go sell that 250 GP emerald to Finny, just right quick. I'm not I don't have a reason to buy anything from Finny. I just need the 250 gold pieces.
Okay. If you're gonna do that for the maximum amount of what it's worth, you'll need to roll a persuasion check.
Ah, Tolkien's best stat basically. My persuasion. My -2 persuasion.
Just for haggling.
Uh-oh. Oh!
Aw.
God fucking... I have rolled 3 nat 20s all on the other side.
I'm so sorry, buddy.
So... Do I want to spend my
what she-
Do I want to spend my inspiration on this? I said I'd use it. You know what? I don't think it's worth it. I'd rather impress, like, Audrey or Rishna. Get them more interested in Tolkien.
Okay. Well, I'll say she gets it. She gets the emerald. You yourself you yourself as an adventurer do not know the exact price of it, but this is for me as a DM and whoever you sell it to know.
Yeah.
She instead she'll look it over and give you 200 for it.
Okay. Dulky's not gonna fight her.
Cool. I'll be right back.
Yeah, she is basically like, well, I mean, I can't give you full price for this unless you really persuade me, because I gotta make a profit too.
She's gotta make money off it. Dulkin understands. That's why she's gonna sell it for 400 gold pieces. Smart businesswoman.
So, that's how you do business, baby. All right. So you want to go and talk with? I mean, is there anything else you want to sell on your first day, or?
I have the Periton clause, but I think Guile takes those. So
Yeah.
I genuinely have like nothing else. Most of my like herbs have been handed at Astalar. I do still have the poison she gave. My 2 wooden forks now. I have nothing else I need to sell because most of the things I've either like.
Okay.
I've eschewed to other people to carry them.
All right. So for your second day, you want to, we'll say you go over to the blind expedition to basically talk it up with Audrey.
Does Dolkin get as many looks now actually? Because he's not carrying around Maul.
Yeah, not as many. I mean, you are still a Minotaur, which people do not see a lot of, especially. Your Minotaur's a little more common here, where it's colder, where their fur is more helpful.
Yeah.
But you do still get a couple guys, but now you definitely don't get as many without a giant spider on your back.
Okay.
But
Dolkin's gonna walk into the blind expedition and be like, well, first he's gonna walk in, knock on the door, and then open the door.
Yep, you do. And the moment you enter, that white tiefling woman that you knew before, addresses you, and as you're walking, she seems to always keep her, eyes, quote unquote, on you. So I imagine you just probably go and do a small chat with her.
Yeah, Dawkins gonna come and be like, man, it's so weird just being able to like walk around town and not have people like stare at you. At first I thought it was me, but then as like this past day I've been walking around without Ma. Like 6 people like didn't stare at me today.
Really? That's quite impressive. Whenever I go out, I seem to garner a lot of eyes around me.
Like it's kind of weird, right? like not getting attention. I crave it now.
Perhaps it's the horns that the people like off the two of us.
Oh, you know what? I did want to ask you about like your whole like deal here, and like, well, firstly, I'm glad you like my horns. I'm sorry that one of them was a little dinged up. It was a horrible accident back home.
I think it adds a nice bit of character to you.
I tell people the story and then they just laugh like gnomes can't do that, and I'm like, you don't understand. They're crafty.
Yes, they are. And what did you want to know?
Well, firstly, how do you see? It's called like you got the whole he like wipes his hand in front of his eyes like you got the whole thing covering your eyes.
Roll a persuasion check.
Ah, my best stat, Isaiah. You don't understand. I was saving it for this roll, Isaiah. Where's my persuasion? Yeah. God fucking damn it!
Do you want to reroll that, or
I'm thinking like, what else are you gonna make me roll persuasion for?
I mean, I'll tell you right now. Just when he asks that, she just kind of just leans over the counter a little bit, kind of like intertwines her fingers a little bit and press her chin down on the bottom above her fingers, like, oh, I would so love to tell you that, but that's a trade secret. It's what keeps people coming around here. I mean, if everyone knew how I could see, well, the mystery would be lost, would it not?
You know, that is true. And we don't know each other enough yet, so like I could spill the beans, and I mean, you don't want that.
But I can give you this little bit of information if you think that. Well, many people have asked this before, but if you think that I can see through this mask, she'll actually that blindfold that she has around her head. She'll actually lift up one side of the blindfold a little bit and raising it up, and where there would be eyes is scarred over flesh. So basically, if you can remember this, think of like Neo from The Matrix 3 when he gets blinded.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And she doesn't lift it all the way, but lifts enough
Just
for you to
enough for
get
me
an
to see.
idea.
Mhm.
Yeah, and then lowers it back down. My vision was taking a long time ago.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. How long ago would you say? Like 2 years? 3 years?
Let's see. It's been about, at this point, 27 years.
Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that.
It was a long time ago. You don't need to worry too much about it.
Dog is he's gonna think for. And he's gonna be like, does it did? Like, what happens if your eyeball itches?
What eyeballs, dear?
Or like, well, cause people back home, they'd get like sometimes we'd have to go out and fight, like not good things, and they would like lose limbs, and then they talk about like phantom itchiness.
Ah, that's what you mean. Ah, yes, it does. At times. It's almost like anywhere on the body at this point. It's just annoying more so than anything.
You know,
But I do appreciate your concern. You're a very nice Dokian.
but I would like to get to know you more. You seem like a very interesting person. And you know what? This might come off as a bit strange. I'm not from here. I know, very surprising.
I couldn't tell.
I come from the I'm from the Underdark, and I was just curious because
Really?
yeah, because my mom and dad were both gnomes, and I was wondering if you knew what that was, and also I'm kind of curious about like just what you are like. You said you're a tiefling. What does that mean?
Tiefling, dear, yes. Well, in the simplest terms, dear, we are devil children.
Yeah, but you're too nice to be like a devil.
Imagine if, it's a little hard to put into words, but just say we are the diluted mortal versions of what a devil is. We carry the blood, but we are not devils, if that makes sense to you.
I kind of get it, cause like, well, I mean, I'm a gnome, but like I don't got gnome blood in me.
Yes, you are, dear.
I get it. Do you know what the Underdark is?
I'm sure many people do. It is quite infamous for people to not go traveling down there. Very dangerous, I hear.
You ever traveled down there?
Once.
Look, his eyes are gonna light up. He's gonna look kind of ecstatic at that.
But that was a long time ago.
Ah. Oh, I gotta remember the name of his village that I wrote down for him. I know I wrote it in here somewhere. Something it had gnome in the name.
As everything Dolkin.
You know what's funny?
No,
I can't wait
it
for you
was-
guys to actually meet anyone from his village, because I'll tell you now, it's only Dolkin that calls them, like, his father's name is not Nomitri. I can
feel so
spoil that.
lied to. Really?
No Lana, no Mitri, no Marie. Come on.
Yeah, his father's name is just Dimitri, but he's a gnome.
No meat tree.
Dolkin calls him, so we got to.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the town of Tiny Feet is what it was. Dolkin be like, "You ever been to the town of Tiny Feet?"
I have not.
Ah. Dang.
Is there anything else you would wish to talk about? I have some lovely new things if you were wishing to look and peruse around.
What kind of things?
If you look over here, she basically just shows you to a bunch of like new, fun little bibbles and bobbles that she has, that she's managed to find from people selling junk to her. She's basically just showing you like the fun little toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing too much, but it's mainly me doing a segue because I don't.
Yeah. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but you feel over the roll an insight as you have your conversation with Audrey.
My best stat, Isaiah? Oh, God. Okay.
You find that she finds you entertaining, in both the fact that you're a Minotaur and, you know, she's not seen you a lot, and your personality seems to be to her liking.
Not seen anything.
Can't see anything, actually. This is a point. Got no eyeballs.
Then how is she looking at you?
You know what?
Wherever you go.
Dolkin did have one thing to say. Because, like, when she gave him a hint about the eyes, as he's about to leave, Dolkin will turn back and be like, okay. This is gonna be my last guess for today. I'm gonna guess because if you said you got demon in your blood, that somebody didn't like that, and that's why you don't got eyeballs. Hmm?
She just gives you a smile.
Can I insight that smile?
Go right ahead.
Oh. The fool.
No fool.
She'll probably roll better than
You get the feeling she doesn't want to say anything about that.
Ah.
But you might have hit the nail on the head a little bit.
Oh.
Wow, just digging up past traumas.
God, what an asshole.
Look.
But she's not saying anything, but you get the feeling that she's letting you know without saying anything.
Mm-hmm. Look, Dolkin is naturally curious. Which is why he went to go explore ruins with his dad. He likes knowing things.
I'll say with the 21 as well. She's not feeling any malice towards you about asking that. She knows that you're just asking out of curiosity, but you get the feeling it's also, you know, maybe a little bit insensitive, but she doesn't mind.
Dolkin remembered.
Alrighty, let's go ahead and move on to your. Let's go and move on to your next day. You want to go and arm wrestle with Rishna.
Yeah, any competition of strength. You gotta impress Rishna.
Alrighty. Well, we'll make this a best of 3 then, as she's willing to take you up, as she had a victory against you and you had a victory against her.
Mm-hmm.
So she'll want a best of 3 against you.
Of course.
Where? There it is.
Actually,
Okay.
This time I'm at a different disadvantage because Ma isn't here to help. So.
Yeah. Go ahead and I don't think I gave you disadvantage last time.
No. Ma gave me advantage because she like startled Rishna one time. So.
All right. So go ahead and roll in athletics.
My big +4. Ah. I don't think a 14 is very good.
Okay, well, she rolled a 2 on the dice.
Oh!
The first one, you beat her out, and she just kind of just like rolls her arm. I was like, was just giving you a warm up. It's serious business now.
Uh-huh.
All right.
I know your tricks, Rishna. You can't beat me now. Can't kick me to the moon, Rishna.
We will see about that tiny big man. Now put on about again.
Okay, just take his arm and he's gonna stretch you real quick. Be like, hold up, that was actually kind of tough. They'll put it back down.
Alrighty, go ahead and roll another athletics check.
Yeah. Uh-oh. You know what?
I
think I'll. But do I want to make it interesting and save it for the last round?
Brandon, I'll tell you right now, whatever you roll, it ain't gonna do anything unless it's a nat 20.
Did she get like a 19 on the dice?
She got a 27.
Yeah, I think I'll concede.
Yeah,
I'll
so
concede that one.
when you put out your hand, she feels a little, she's got that blood boiling, and the moment you put your arm down, just bam, it just immediately your hand, back of your hand hits the barrel that you guys are set up on.
Doki doesn't even realize what happened at first. He's be like, wait, did I lose already?
Yes, you did, tiny big man. Are you realizing your mistake now?
I feel like he should be big tiny man.
No, he's tiny big man. Because he's tiny to her, but he's also big.
Yeah, big to others. You know what? If I would have ever learned from my mistakes, I wouldn't be here now. So no.
Good, but it's good. Persistence is good. Now put that hand again.
All right. Well,
This is for the marbles which we have not wagered.
Oh. did you want to? I mean.
All right, you ready? All right, and do your next roll.
Yeah.
Last one.
Oh, I think I clicked the wrong one. No, we're fine. I mean, 16's good, but I think I got.
She got a 26.
Yeah, I think I have to do a little better than a fucking 16.
So once again, it's not as bad as the
no,
other
I'm gonna
one.
use the reroll, I believe, because this is our last chance to do it. What's the best?
Get a nat 20?
What's the best 2 out of 3? So this is the last time.
All right, fair enough.
All right, I'll waste my inspiration. Where the fuck is it? There you are. Man, why am I not proficient in this? Yeah. Uh-oh. Oh, fuck! It was on the dice for like a...
So outside the Maiden's Haven, which by this time it's like early afternoon, and there are some people who go in, and a little bit of a crowd shows up when you beat Rishna the first round, and then the second round, she just effortlessly does you in. This one is a little bit of a give and take, but it's definitely on Vrishna's side. You get a little bit of a, and the crowd outside is even like, ooh, like giving a little bit of a, like, is he gonna do it? Is he gonna do it? And you get that little second wind as you start pushing her hand back up and trying to go to the middle, go neutral, and then you see her for a second, she cracks a small little smirk on her face before. Bam! She brings you back down and slams the back of your hand on the barrel.
Oh well. We almost it was on the net 20 for like, it was like teetering on it and then it rolled off.
It was.
Oh.
She kind of like clenches her knuckles and rolls her shoulders like, "You are very good, tiny big man. You have gotten much stronger than last time."
Like, you know what? Nowhere compared to you though.
Of course, no one in town compared to me. I'm strongest. But I suppose you could be maybe 11th strongest, maybe.
Wait, 11?
11.
Well, you've done far better than some of the other scrawny tiny men around here. And she looks to the crowd, and some of them have like a sheepish look on their face, like maybe they might have that might be directed to them.
Like, well, I mean, at least it's not 12.
Go and roll just a general charisma check.
Oh, my -2?
Because you did do good on those rolls still.
And I did have to waste my inspiration, but That's not getting. Oh! This is where the nat 20 came into play, Isaiah. This is why. This is Isaiah. This is why we live, Isaiah. I fucking told it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, Isaiah. You just get the nat 20s every time. When it fucking matters.
As you're sitting there and you start talking, and Rishna looks to you in the other man. It's like,
Get in bed, big tiny man.
Big tiny man. What is name again?
My name is Tolkien Heavyhoof.
Tolkien. I would like for you to come back more. Maybe I can make those muscles bigger for you.
Tolkien's gonna have a very big smile. You know what? Tolkien's gonna. You can't see it on the outside. He's gonna blush a little. You know what? Maybe you can see it on the outside.
And
there was like grayish white fur. Like there's a hint of pink.
And you know what, Brandon?
Mm-hmm.
Because I didn't want to start implementing this like Green, like I've heard Green and Umbra do, and also Titan. Go ahead for that nat 20. Increase your charisma by 1.
Oh wait, what? Why? What?
What?
Yeah.
His whole charisma.
His charisma score, the whatever the top number is, increase that by 1.
Whoa.
It goes from a -2 to a -1.
-2.
It is better than a -2. Wait, so every time we get a crit on something, we just get better at it, or how does this work?
It is so. What's a fun little thing that some other guys in another game do is like you can train something. You can train a certain thing you want to do during downtime, depending on what you do to make it just a little bit better, just like a small slight increase.
You know what?
And you know what? For that, I thought you deserved it.
You know what? I might want to do that with my, because I didn't know you could I knew you could become proficient in things if you did it.
It's a homebrew thing, which I do like. Gives you something to do during downtime.
Yeah, it makes if you get a nat 20, you're not like, oh, I guess I'm just super good at it. No, it's more rewarding. I like that.
Yeah. All right. So now we'll go on to the final thing. So let's go ahead and start. I'll do those rolls for Gib live for what he's doing. So, the first day, let's see what he does. Roll a d20. Oh, that's pretty good. That's a 22. Okay. So, first day, he shows you the progress of Ma. He seems to have a good framework around her body and legs.
Mm-hmm.
So, second day.
Why the rocket launcher? Here we come.
Little not as good. It's an 11. Seems to be having a little bit more trouble on the second day, but he's still evened out a little bit. Third day. Ooh, that's a 19.
Oh, wait, on the dice or?
Oh, in total.
Oh, damn.
On the third day, he seems to have a good framework. He's buffed out. He's got fitted a little bit to Ma, but there's still a little bit more that needs to be done. And last but not least, on the fourth day. Okay, and on the fourth day, he does show up to you, as you've left Ma with him the entire time. And you know what? Let me roll something for Ma as well.
How obedient she was, or?
Do a wisdom check.
Oh.
Okay, 14.
That's
and
pretty good.
Do roll for Gib.
It's +1.
Okay. In the 4 days that they've spent together a little bit, it seems Ma's been pretty obedient around Gib, who did not have any fear or disdain towards her when working on her.
Mm-hmm.
The most he had was just awkwardness because he wasn't sure how to work on this armor for her.
On a spider.
Yeah, but what does happen on the fourth day? They seem to be a little bit buddy. He even tells her things like. All right, lift up that foot, and she does. And like, okay, could you lower that one, raise your abdomen a little bit, and she seems to be following instructions that he's giving him.
Thank God.
that he's giving her.
Thank God. I mean, she really is the best.
But he shows up, and as you walk in, Ma has her legs plated. with very little bit thin pieces of metal sheetings. Her abdomen up to just before her head is also sheeted in metal sheetings, a little bit tougher as well, and seems to be that there's a little bit of a leather covering underneath. He's like, alrighty, so a little bit of a tricky thing to do. I had to get the body around to work. Put a little bit of leather between so it's not as comfortable for her. But couldn't make it a very strong stuff, but I think I could knock off an arrow to if something fires at her. So, unfortunately, he got 2 below the DC I had set and 2 above the DC. So,
okay.
Maz
average.
Maz AC will be increased by 1.
Good. It goes from like a 16 to a 17?
I believe her AC is at, her AC is 17 now.
Oh, well, I'm happy about it. It could have been better. Maybe Gib could have used my nat 20, but I mean, the nat 20 to impress Rishna. I mean, one step closer to him having someone to bring home to his mom. That's what really matters.
Yep.
Yeah, but how heavy is she? Doki's gonna try and pick her up.
She is a little bit heavier, but not as much. The armor seems to be relatively light and easy for her to move in, so that's probably also a factor into why it's not as good as it could be.
Mm-hmm.
So I think she's about another 15 pounds heavier.
Okay, just making sure. Just making sure I can like put her on my back and it's not like.
Yeah, she's still good enough to get on your back. All right, and that is your thing. All right. Now we'll move on to you, Estrad.
Me?
Yeah, you move on to you.
All
So the first thing you said you wanted to do was, I assume this would probably be later in the day after you go and pay off your debts. You want to go and do plant growth around the farmlands.
I would love to do plant growth around the farmlands.
All right, so you spend, I think if I remember, can you click plant growth for me?
Where? It is 8 hours if I want to do like the one that I want to do.
Yeah. So what ends up happening is you take a little bit of a walk outside of town, and I would assume you probably go and probably talk to some of the farmers that are around there and explain what you're going to be trying to do. And seeing that, you get a little bit of a renown around the farmers who are like actually kind of wanting to see is like, she's gonna make the crops better. They're gonna grow more. Kind of like mumblings between the working farmers and their families, and kind of one of the head farmers' names seemed to be Adam Brown is his name. Is a man kind of rugged in his 50s who seems to kind of be like the head charge of like the quote unquote agricultural industry around Nazril, and picks out a spot for you, and you spend your 8 hours doing your spell to give it maximum potency around. And while you're doing that, some of the farmers come by and ask you just questions that would be easy enough for you to answer. Ask where you come from. What you're doing here. Even like some little kids come by to pester you about like, oh, how's your magic work? Did you kill that bear?
Yes, I killed the bear.
Oh, that's good. That's cool. And some of the housewives around also bring you snacks and whatnot. Seeing that as the hours pass by, the plant life seems to be bolstered, get better. Even some of the plants that that are just staying as seedlings, haven't sprouted yet. You see as your magic goes off over the few hours that like a lot of plants are even starting to bloom and start to grow out of the ground as well. And after 8 hours, when it comes to about early evening time, the magic fades, and you feel definitely that the area around you will probably yield a lot of good food for these people over time. And as such, wow, okay. And as such, some of the people seem to really enjoy your company. Seem to have gained a bit of a renown around the farmers around here in Nazril. Some of them even, as you're doing this for them, basically for free, offer you just some form of payment in either food or produce, or some of them even offer you whatever gold that they're willing to give away for a generous help that you've offered them.
That is quite alright. I'm doing just fine for myself. You should keep that for you and your family. So.
Well, the head farmer Adam is like, well, we don't got much right now, but you say your name was Estelar, yeah?
That is correct.
You come by here anytime, and if you ever need anything to fill your belly, or you need any food for wherever home you got, you come by here. We'll help you. We'll help you out to anything you need.
Do take care.
You as well. It's the least we could do for such a generous offer. We haven't had many druids over here. It's good to see one finally back.
Did you know of any others around here?
Yeah, it was a couple years ago before the old king got overthrown. We did have one, but they disappeared in the fight in the city that happened. Not really sure what happened to him. Was a little bit of a scrawnier man. Kind of maybe about your age, if not a little smaller.
Did you know what his name was?
His name? It's been a little bit, and he was only here for some time. It was before I took over. I think his name was Xander? Don't remember his last name, though.
That sounds familiar. Have we heard that name before?
Xander? No.
A history check?
Roll a history
what was
check.
his name? Sanders?
Xander
Oh
with an X.
shit! I don't think I know.
Xander? That name doesn't ring a bell. Sounds like a stupid name too.
Yeah, it's a pretty dumb name.
I don't have it in my notes. I don't think we've known a Xander.
No, you don't.
Strange. Something what happened to him.
If you can figure it out and bring him back here, we'd be more than welcome to have him back here.
I'll keep an eye out and see.
If I remember correctly, he did have a house around here, though after the war, or I guess you can't call it war, but after the fight in the city, it kind of lost a bit of its luster.
Have anything to do with those abandoned farmhouses down to the wherever it was. What was it? It was like to the south or something.
Yeah, it was the last farmhouse on the. When you say that, it's like, yep, that little decrepit place. I don't know what happened over there, but that place gives me the willies now.
As long as that area has been abandoned.
That's it. Since he left, or since he disappeared.
So that was his.
Yep, that was it. Yep, that was his. Wanted to stay close to the folks around here. He kept to himself a little bit, and so unfortunately don't know what happened to him. But if you ever find a man by that name, looks like he's making some plants and doohickey going around. Maybe point him back around here if he is the guy we're thinking about.
Okay. I'll let you know if I find him.
All right. Well, thanks again, and you have yourself a lovely week.
We should too.
Alrighty. So probably won't see anything about that now, but I'm thinking about some plans since that's a really big boon for the farmlands around here. That's a mile.
Is it
a mile.
I thought it was a half mile.
Is it? I thought it was a. No, is it not a mile? over
Oh,
half a mile. Well, it's a mile in total, but half a mile is still a pretty big distance.
I was planning on doing it for all of the farmland. But then
Oh,
I
did
knew
you want?
there's like,
Oh, did
there's
you
like,
want to do?
uh,
Yeah, it didn't get everything. It didn't get all the farmlands, but it got a big piece of them. Like they basically led you into like the place into like an area that would yield the most benefits. But if you're wanting to do it over the course of all 4 days, you're more than willing to.
Yeah.
If you do it over the 4 days, you will definitely be able to get all of the farmland.
because they said that they were gonna be running low on resources, so I was like, I can help with that.
The druid is good at doing that.
The druid is good at doing that, so I mean, like, I have no. That was like all
If you
I
wanna-
had planned for like the 4 days, basically. Was
You
just
didn't
to
want to
like
come
go
and hang
and
out
do
with
this and
Dolkeen in the warm Yeti?
I'll say over those 4 days, you do. If you want to use all 4 of those days, you will definitely get basically every single farmland, and probably won't be seeing it yet, but they will yield something. It will be pretty nice.
Awesome. That's what Estelar wants. I
Just
also
being a good
wanted,
Samaritan.
Yeah, just being a good Samaritan. Helping out.
Okay. I'll say
I'll-
at least you can use 2 more days if you want to do your thing with studying with Angeline to get better at the alchemy set. I'm assuming that's what you want to do.
Sorry, I think I cut out. What did you say?
Oh, the other thing you want to do, because you can find a fun little knickknack. You can find that at Audrey's store if you want to find a fun little like Goliath's stone head.
Yeah,
to get
something.
The Mawai
something
head.
like, yeah, something weird and quirky that I think
Yeah.
Papa would enjoy.
Yeah, the blind exhibition. You could go in, and the white tiefling lady will be able to give you one of those.
Yeah, I would love to.
Estelar,
And
thank
I'll
you
say-
for the gift.
And I'll say, go ahead. And so we'll do 2 things. I want you to first, it's because you are wanting to get, still have Angelina help you out with the alchemy kit, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and roll me first an intelligence check. Actually, no. Well, I mean, do you have Arcana?
I'm not proficient in Arcana.
Okay, so just go roll an intelligence check.
I mean, it's pretty good. That's a super
And
good
then-
roll.
And then roll me your alchemy kit with wisdom.
I mean, with wisdom. Do I
Mhm.
just roll wisdom then?
Yeah, because you're not proficient in it, right?
No, I'm not.
Yeah, then go ahead and roll wisdom.
Mm,
You could use your inspiration.
I would-
mean,
I could. Do I want
Okay.
to here? Hold on. What else do I have planned for like this?
no one wanted to come hang out with Dolkeen.
It's not like I actually have anything super important planned, so. Oh my god!
Almost the
Wow.
exact same thing.
Wasted inspiration.
Okay,
Take that.
I'll
That
say.
is
at
so
the very-
sad. You rolled a fucking
So-
4 twice.
So the first day with Angelina is you're now getting the basics down as she's just teaching you like basically she's even pulling out like books and diagrams, but you're actually starting to get a little bit more now than you did before. When she was trying to teach you this, the hard part comes in the actual practice of using it. With you're starting to learn it, but you're still needing to practice it, which is still taking you a little bit of effort. But that's your first day, so do an intelligence check and a wisdom check again for the second day.
Alright. Intelligence. Oh my god, please.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Oh, there we go, though.
Alrighty, and with the second day, it's still kind of like the second day, a little bit of the more boring stuff that that you saw before, which is like I know this stuff, and with that you go on and you do actually start using that alchemy the alchemy kit a little more, even making some very minor healing herbal medicine with one of them as well as Angela just bought like practice herbs and alchemy components to use. And I'll say after all of that, roll me Arcana with advantage.
Well, 17. It's an 18 on the dice. It's good.
Good. We're good.
So after spending these couple days, a good chunk of them being both going into, big chunk of them being helping out the farmers and attuning to nature and using your magic to help out other people, and then going to Angelina and spending whatever last hours you have within the day to learn about alchemy, potion making, and the likes. You feel pretty competent now using that alchemy kit, and I'll say you got proficiency with the alchemy kit now.
Fuck yeah. Does that use my intelligence or my wisdom?
Whichever one you want. I will say it also depends on the what you're trying to use the alchemy kit for, but for the most part, I will give you wisdom.
Okay.
If it's like plant-based alchemy, I will let you use your wisdom. But if it's like potion making for like stuff that is using components like monster parts or whatever, that one would be more an intelligence one.
Look
And
at
I'll
us.
say,
Look at us out here
say
bettering
also-
ourselves, Crystal.
I'll say roll me high or low, Crystal.
You know what?
Call me high or low.
We're
rolling it.
high rollers here today.
You want me
You
to
got
roll
two
a
nines
D1
in a row.
You want me to roll a D100 or a
roller.
D20?
Oh wait, what'd you say?
You want me to roll a D100 or a D20?
D100. Because we're high rollers.
I
Didn't even ask what for, Crystal.
I don't need
93.
to know what for.
We're high.
We're high
We're
rollers.
we're high roller.
Crystal, increase your intelligence by 1.
Awesome.
Wow.
That's still gonna keep me at a -1.
Well, I'm hoping it'll at least help you out a little bit.
It's the big one. It's the big one. Crystal.
What?
Alrighty.
Big number.
It is. It's the.
Yeah. Goes from a -2 to a +1.
No, mine.
Oh, never
Mine
mind. I
went
thought
from
it was-
from an 8 to a 9, so I'm still at a -1.
You've got Gibbs intelligence.
I like that. I like that we're both getting positives in our worst stat though. Mine
I know.
-2, and at least you're getting
Hey,
closer
I
to not
mean-
closer to 0.
it felt appropriate. I mean, she's trying to get smarter, so I thought intelligence.
Yeah.
I mean, she's got max wisdom, so I think the next best thing is probably increasing intelligence. Alrighty, Vashana.
Oh boy.
Wait, hold on. Did I get my book on plant?
Oh yes. Go ahead and do an investigation check, because there's a library in the town as well. It's good.
With
Just
my
do a quick
new
investigation.
+1 to intelligence.
Would you look at that?
Yeah, you find a general book from the library about herbalism. Yeah, kind of like the basics, but you can definitely read it over, and there's some stuff in there that you hadn't known or trained on before.
And I did one of those days want to send an animal messenger to Papa.
Yeah, go ahead and write out that message, and we can do that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, good. Yeah,
You
just
can
write out what.
now.
Yeah. All right. Sorry, Vashana.
Oh boy, me.
What is the first thing you would like to do? You've got 4 days. Is there anything you want? Is there anything you want to do that's long term over those 4 days?
Well,
with Dolphin?
depending on how long of a trip it is to the place where I want to go to do the thing I want to do.
The
The last thing I talked to you about.
right. Hold on. Yeah. Let me look back at that. I'll say with that, roll a persuasion check.
Okay.
This will roll a persuasion check to the prince about that.
Cuckoo Kachu, Mrs. Robinson.
Ooh, 22. Okay. He will say, wait until the, basically he'll say, wait until the last day, and he'll allow you to, but he wants you to stay, again, with your promise that you will be in the clouds, and he will and I'm assuming you're also wanting to get a spyglass as well.
Yep.
He will offer one from one of the members of the council if he can.
Bet.
That's pretty good.
Because he's still wanting to talk about details, and he will be bringing this up with the council itself.
Cool.
Which, in that case, I will need to roll for him to see how persuasive he is. Let's roll for. Oh, he's really good at persuasion. Oh my god, he's a god at persuasion. Alrighty, so first day, what would you like to do?
Okay, so we already talked about that.
And he's allowing you to do that on your last day to get a better insight on that.
Yeah. So.
And you know what? Here's actually a good question when we get to that. Would Vishana, when she got to Hostel, would she have gone? I assume she probably would have taken her broom immediately from the port she got off of immediately to try and get to the capital. Yes.
Oh yeah, big speed.
Okay, cool. Then that does help out. Okay, but yeah, first day.
I'll go sell the animal parts that I got just chilling in here.
What animal parts do you have?
I got the Perryton heart, the antlers.
Is that it?
Yeah.
If you would like Tolkien's claws, if you came and asked for him, he knows that you were hurting for money. He wanted to give you something, so.
Vishana wouldn't bother Tolkien.
Wow.
All right.
Let's hear who it
So, would you ask any of the party where would be the good place to sell, or would you just go around town asking?
You know what? I would go back to the Adventurers Guild and ask there.
Okay. Yeah, you ask the half-elf lady at the Maxine at the front desk, and she informs you that there's actually a monster hunter who actually is within the town. His name is Guile, and he's
there.
Yep, she shows you a map and leads him. He's actually he's actually one of the businesses, quote unquote, that is actually closest to the wall that leads into the middle district. You are led to a building with a black rooftop and kind of a red brick job on the front with a gargoyle that is above the door frame. On top of the roof that is just looking down. And you go inside, and it's basically what you would imagine like a hunter's cabin would look like, but with bears and wolves and weird monstrous abominations that you've never seen before. And you see a man, which basically all I can describe is having Wolverine mutton chops, as well as having a leather coat on, spurred boots, and a hat, kind of like a cowboy hat, with a cigar in his mouth that comes up at the counter. And I imagine you show him the monster parts.
Yeah. Take out my heart and my antlers.
Yeah, he looks at you, and as you pull out as you pull out the parts and put them on the counter to show him, he's got a very gruff and rough accent. And he's like, little lady, did you kill these things?
Me and a few of my friends did, yeah.
Hmm.
It's just a couple of Perrytons that were accosting us. Well, it was kind of my fault, but anyways, yeah, we killed the shit out of him.
Yeah, didn't. You walked in. I thought you might. You walked in. I thought you might have been lost, but looks like you got a hunting bone inside you. Impressive. These antlers probably make for some good decorations. Nothing that can really be done for them. Give you about. They are Perryton, so there's a little bit better. Was it just the horns, or did you also get like the skulls as well?
All I have in my inventory is 4 Perryton antlers and a Perryton heart.
Okay, he takes it. He's like, I'll give you 10 gold for each antler.
Could you do 15?
Persuasion.
Yeah. Fuck.
Alrighty.
Inspiration.
Can you do 15
15,
gold with a
that's
persuasion check of 15? Let me roll. Let me roll for him. Poo poo. He looks over the antlers and is like, I suppose I can. They're pretty nice. Pretty big too. They must have been big boys. Alright, 15 for all 4 of them.
Great.
Now this. He holds up the heart. Were you preserving the heart in any way?
Yes, I had it wrapped in cloth and then I put it in like a. I think I had my empty water skin that I just put it in.
Okay, gotcha. And that would have also been over. Let's see. It did have several days where, because I did say you did not need to keep things preserved since it's cold, but it was spring now. And it has been a couple days, so I'm just gonna roll something. Okay, that's pretty good. He looks over the heart that you have. When he unwraps it, it is a little bit dried out, but not too much. It being wrapped up and kept, basically a little moisturized while inside the water skin. Kept it pretty good. Has a little bit of a discoloration to it, but not too much. And he looks over. It's like, well, I'll be damned. It's pretty good. Not a lot of people come with Perryton hearts. It was like those last weirdos that I talked to before. Brought me some ice toad parts. I could probably sell this to the mage boys up in the other districts, and they can use it for potion making or spell stuff.
Great.
Don't know. All right, I'll give you 120 for this.
Deal.
And he pulls out basically like an ice box and shoves the heart inside there, and then sets down 120 gold pieces for you.
Thank you very much, sir.
No worries. I'll be pulling this stuff. I got some jobs in pest exterminating that I could always use done.
Oh, do tell.
He points over to the job board.
Sure.
Not really a job board, but more like kind of like postings that he's seen and kind of like put on his own board.
Yeah, he'll meander her way on over.
Yeah. One of them, conveniently, is the thing with the mysterious creatures that are taking carts out.
Ah, good stuff. I already got that list.
It is. Hold on, let me pull up that. Let me pull that up again because it has been a bit. I know one of the jobs, but I want to make sure all the ones that have been put down. I did add a new one. And one has been taken. God damn it. There we go. This should be it. Hopefully, nothing's changed. That is not it. Hold on. I should have had this open.
Ah, damn it, Isaiah. Can't believe you're not prepared.
Ah, here it is, I think. Yep. Alright, so one that is another one is what looks like to be an infestation of rats in the city. That seem to be terrorizing some of the people coming out, and seems to be reports of even, almost rats that are kind of like the size of dogs that seem to be coming out in the city at night and ransacking places. Seems to be pretty odd.
Yeah,
And another one.
Vishana's just gonna see that and be like, "Rats, I can take down rats. Take."
Alrighty. Well, hey, be careful. I'd be careful with that. There have been some weird things going on in the city the last few days, so you probably don't want to be lurking around too much. And I can tell you, we got some big rats going on. They can chew a hole right through your bones if they wanted to. And there's a lot of them. I wouldn't go by myself.
Well, should be able to handle it.
Alrighty, if you say so.
And away she goes.
Alrighty, what are you gonna be doing for your second day?
Let's see.
I will say that that rat mission is a little bit of a small side quest, but so it's not much of a one man job. That's kind of like a thing. If you guys, that's basically kind of like a thing. If you guys are bored and want to like do something in the city, you can go kill some rats and have a fun little thing happen.
Well, day three, I gotta do that dumb shit.
Guys, I gotta watch my brother while my mom goes. Yeah. Okay.
Walk back in.
Okay. Keep on playing.
So I'll do my training montage and do a big flirt.
With who? With Tolkien?
No,
An impressed
unfortunately.
Tolkien?
No, unfortunately.
Sorry. Say that again.
I'll do my training montage and the big flirt.
Training montage. Okay. How are you going to do your training montage?
Well, she'll make her way on up to Wallace's tower, and she'll just find herself a nice secluded area to practice channeling that electrical energy she feels just flowing through her veins.
All right. So you're basically gonna go up to Wallace's tower to ask him for assistance.
Even if he's not around, she'll just be training up there.
Alrighty. I'd say the one day you go up there to do things, I'd say you'd be able to probably snag him while he's in the middle of work. And if you wanted to, he's got books on magic if you wanted to understand. And I assume maybe over talking you would explain like how your magic works.
Yeah, I'll just kind of like, hey, this is how it works. For the sake of brevity,
Yeah.
Even if he can't really help, she'll just spend time, practicing.
Yeah, he'll point you towards towards some tomes that he has for mages who have a more connection with one element over the other. That he's known quite a few. He even tells you, actually, a fun little tidbit that Madeline of the guard is actually one such person, but
cool.
instead focuses on fire magic rather than what you do with electric or lightning magic. And he's actually had to talk with her about it a couple times too.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So go ahead and roll me for fun. Go ahead and roll me an Arcana check.
Big knowledge. Ooh.
That's super good.
19. Okay. And with your training, I'll say you go over a couple tomes that Wallace has, and you get a feeling over like stories like a lot of this is written from like people who seem to be as magically inclined as you are, explaining different feelings, different techniques. And I'll say go ahead and roll me. I'll go ahead and roll me a charisma check with advantage. As
Oh,
you're,
boy.
I assume, probably like practicing like shooting like small little electric bolts off
Yeah,
like the
just
balcony
li-
into the sky.
Basically, how I do my fireballs, I use a little shock of lightning to ignite the fireball. So I'm
Yeah.
just not igniting the fireball. I'm just trying to continue to keep pumping lightning out of my hand.
Yeah, go and roll. Yeah, go roll charisma with advantage.
Which 21.
21. All right. After a little bit, you feel your fingertips charging with energy, and as you keep throwing these fireballs, basically spending an entire like 2 to 3 hours just shooting out magic, using sorcery points and your innate spell casting to just keep going as long as you can. And through a little bit of frustration, eventually, as you're shooting out a fireball, it explodes, and you feel a surge between your fingers as from your fingers as that fireball explodes outwards. You see a lightning bolt shoot straight through your fingers out and into the middle of that fireball and disappearing and dispersing out into the sky.
Ooh, big pug.
And you know what? Let's see. Roll me high or low.
Let's go high.
Rollers.
You got a 51.
Hey.
right on that. You know what? Rishna, go ahead, increase your charisma by 1. Since that was what you're training.
I'm hogging out of my mind.
Yeah.
Can't believe you're increasing your good stat. Should have gone for increasing your bad stat.
Yeah, increase your strength.
Come
what's
on.
wrong?
Yeah. And you want to do... And, how are you going to be flirting with Angelina? What are you going to do to try and flirt with her?
I'm gonna do the classic, like, wait for her to come back, to the Adventurers Guild or wherever. Sneak up behind her and do the guess who.
Pulls out a knife.
Yeah.
Ah.
You Estelar, you were staying in the Adventurers Guild, right? In a room there?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. You'd catch her as she's over the past day or so that Angelina has been helping out Estelar learn how to do alchemy. And you catch her as she's kind of just going through the halls, coming out of Estelar's room, and she doesn't seem to notice you, and she's like, oh boy, all right. And then you go up and do guess who? Yeah, and she's like, oh, hey Rishna, I didn't see you there.
That was the point.
Oh, sorry, a little bit frazzled. Estelar has been wanting me to help her out to learn how to make potions. She's getting really good at it. I think she's starting to do it on her own now.
Oh, good.
Did you need something?
Just wanted to spend some time with you.
Oh, okay. Did you want to maybe go shopping or do?
Mayhaps we could, retire early.
All right. So first, what I want you to do is roll a persuasion check.
Uh-huh. Whatcha?
Mm.
Fuck. I'm using my last inspiration. Whatcha?
That's a little better.
And then next, I want you to roll an insight.
Whatcha? There we go.
So when you say that again, she gets super flustered, super embarrassed. Doesn't take a high roll to know what exactly you're inferring to her. But then you see her kind of. It's that same thing of what's happening is like she gets super flustered and embarrassed, but then she seems to kind of have a bit of a joke. How do I explain this? She basically gets the feeling that she thinks you're pranking her. but still is embarrassed, and then is basically not going along with your what she thinks is a prank from you. And as she's like, few jokes, or she gives you a light push on the shoulder.
And as she does, Vashana just wraps her arm around her waist and pulls her close. I don't joke when it comes to you.
Mm.
Oh, you are serious.
If you don't want it, just tell me.
He likes cock, Matt. Come on.
Surprisingly, she actually stops blushing a little bit, and she puts both hands on your shoulders, and not forcefully, but just pushes against your shoulders a little bit, just to please back up a little bit.
Yeah, she'll loosen up. Still got her hand on her waist, but loosen up.
Oh.
Vashana, didn't you say you have someone that you have eyes for from Thelios?
Vashana just kind of looks away to the side. And looks back at Angie, kind of cocks her head and looks back at Angie. Do you know what it's like to have unrequited love for so many years?
I can't say well, maybe in a way, but I wouldn't call it love on my end, but I think I can...
And with that, Vashana will let her go and take a step back. I see. Well, have a good night. And she'll turn and walk off.
She'll try to grab your hand as you're walking off.
She'll stop and just kind of look over her shoulder.
I don't want to hurt your feelings with this, but
You're fucking ugly.
It's-
Jesus Christ.
Brandon,
Kind of
Brandon.
straight.
Yeah.
She kind of grabs your hand and just cups it in both hers, like, I'm not just I've tried falling for someone before, and it wasn't unrecruited, but after it was done, it left me really hurt. You're not just trying to, I guess, use me as a way to...
Vashana will turn and look at her. To make my unrequited love jealous?
Yeah, basically.
My dear, I don't play when it comes to games of the heart. True, it would make her jealous, but all I care about is that it would make me happy.
See, she's gonna insight you.
Yeah?
She's being serious right now, so. Okay, so now I guess are you
Yeah,
are
Vashana's
you
serious.
deceiving her or not? Okay, then roll
No.
persuasion. Roll persuasion check.
What's that?
She'll nod and she'll actually smile a little bit. It's like, how about a date first before we do that, okay?
Vashana just starts giggling and then breaks out full on laughing. Puts a hand to her head and just like, we've been traveling together for how long now, and you want to go on a date?
I wouldn't, Vashana. I would not call going on maybe life endangering adventures and saving children from the horrible magical bugbears to be very romantic.
Vishana, still laughing, just pulls her in for a tight hug. I'd love that.
She'll hug you back. It's like, okay. I think, yeah, that'll be nice.
When we come back, okay?
From the mission that the prince mentioned.
Yes.
Okay, it's a deal, but you're paying. She says with a kind of a joking attitude.
Vishana will squeeze her. Deal.
She'll spend the rest of the day with you,
Nice.
or the rest of the night with you.
They'll just sit there and talk for hours and hours.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She'd like that.
Oh yeah, very nice. Day 3, time to do the bullshit with Hank.
Hank.
Oh.
So Hank.
All right. Hold on. Before we get into this, give me just 1 second. I gotta go look at my baby brother, make sure he's still
Okay.
sleeping. All right.
Alrighty. Oh, then in that case, let me go back to this. Like,
And then day 4, I'd do the thing.
can you hit? Oh yeah. Can you hit Animal Messenger for me? Because it does, depending on the spell level, it does take a while to get somewhere.
You told me before.
Transporting a whole ass Maui ahead. I mean,
But no, I'm bringing that back.
oh.
So.
you're not just gonna clip it to the bird.
No, I'm not. I don't think a bird could carry it.
Big
I-
bird.
So
What kind of animal are you using?
Yeah, what kind of animal would you be trying to get?
would
I imagine
think
probably a
like
bird.
flies. Yeah.
Yeah, because I think
Yeah.
if I remember correctly from my map that I have, that is still kind of shitty and not fully done out and just a little bit crappy. I think if I remember correctly, it was about 100 or so miles away. About a good 100 miles away is the forest in a direct path. Just straight.
Yeah.
Not accounting for other woods and winding roads and the mountains and stuff.
So that means you have to cast it at 3rd level.
Yeah, I do recall you telling me that I would have to cast it at a 3rd level.
Yes.
But I have 3rd level
All right.
spell slots.
Okay. Well, in that case, how would you go about getting a bird? Because they're a little tricky.
Well, it's literally, you see it, it's your messenger. The spell's
right.
pretty nice about that.
Right. Okay. Then, yeah, I'd say that'd be easy enough. You find like a pigeon or something, go like flying,
Yeah.
or like a
Yeah, I'm
dove
not gonna
flying
be
through
thinking about what
town.
bird I get.
Yeah, so you find like a pigeon, and once you cast a spell, it comes over to you, lands on your hand, and you speak the message into the bird, and it flies away. What day did you do that on, though?
I would have done that on the first day. Probably
First
like
day?
after I paid off my debt.
Okay, so that would have
I
okay.
did say about a week, so
Okay, so what? So we're waiting for Chase to back. So you
I'm-
would get
I'm
this.
here.
Okay. So SR, you would get this. So you will get this when, basically like on the evening of the 4th day, like late at night as you're about to go to bed. You'll get that same bird that you sent out on the first day, who comes just tapping on your window. And let me write out the message as a response.
a Paul messaged me back.
You know, Crystal, if ever you wanted to like threaten your dad, you could just send him a dog, no message.
I could. I should have just sent the head with no message.
You should have. That would have been a power play. I'm coming for you, Papa.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. See. Okay. So the animal messenger comes back. I had to just write it out myself, just to be able to get it. So you hear in your father's voice, I'm glad to hear from you, my cub. We will talk when you return from that city. It's time to rid ourselves of these parasites.
Papa feels very strongly about this. In a minute. Alright.
I still can't stop thinking Papa's just like, I see, you're banging my daughter!
Prince Conrad, you're banging my daughter.
Alright, Prince Conrad, that's enough banging my daughter. My turn!
Have you destroyed any pelvises since the last time you texted
What
me
is the
yesterday?
point of sending you to city if you're not going to bang men that are hot? You're not heard of city, boys.
I'm
Oh, you
sorry,
think-
Papa. It's just that all the...
Your mother, she keeps bothering me about grandchildren, and your son, he's a bit of a doofus. He no girls here like him.
That
best-
is
your
something
best-
in our shit bag.
Alrighty, but yeah, that's your message that you get back on the fourth and final night. And alright, so Hank, so you did your investigation, which I would have said would have been over. Remind me. So what were the things that you wanted again? I gotta go back.
So I would like to gamble.
Mhm.
I would like to. I think I'm good on healing potions. I'd like to sell the gold, silver bars, and gold and silver bars, and the emerald bar, and the emerald.
Didn't you give the emerald to Dolkin?
But I have another.
Yeah, he has
Okay.
all the tiny rewards.
Okay, gotcha.
big
I
one.
have, I have 150 gold emerald.
Okay. A 50 gold emerald. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so let's start with the stuff you want to sell first. So you want to sell, how many gold ingots do you have?
2 gold ingots.
2 gold ingots. Okay, I'm gonna roll for both of those. Okay. So she said she'd like those. Those would definitely be good for making necklaces and chains for her jewelry. And for those 2 gold bars, I think from the last buyers that you talked to, they have a little bit of imperfections, and she actually just pull out her jewelry kit for what she uses. She got a little bit of like those little like glass monocles to actually look at the stuff better. And she says she'll take one that's a little bit worse than the other for about 50 gold. And she'll take the other for 75 gold.
So 125.
Yep.
So
Because they're still big gold bars, but one's got a little bit of a few more imperfections than the other.
I gotcha. I'll take that.
Okay. All right. And how many silver bars do you?
I have 3 silver bars. 3 silver
Okay.
bars.
Okay, and that one's pretty good. That one's also really good. That one's okay. All right, she'll take those. Those will be a little cheaper since they're silver, not gold.
Obviously.
She'll ask you a weird question if you like them in the equivalence of silver, or if you like to be paid gold instead for what they're worth.
I think I'll just go with the small amount of gold rather than the massive amount of silver.
All right, so two of them will be worth 10 gold, and another one will be worth 8 gold.
So 28 gold.
Yeah.
So
We'll see how good they were. 2 of them rolled almost the exact same thing and pretty high, so pretty good on those ones.
okay.
And for the 50 gold piece emerald, go and roll a persuasion check to see if you can get her to buy it at full value. 15? Okay, let me roll for her. Oh my god! She's a commoner! She rolled a 16.
Damn.
Sad. Her original price was going to be 30 gold. but she will meet you halfway at 40 gold if you're okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
Alrighty. So she'll buy that off of you for 40 gold.
Okay.
Alrighty. So those are the things you want sold.
Yeah, I think so. I think that should be all of it.
Alrighty. So we'll say that's one of the first things you do. Is there? We'll say the second day was when you went. Did you want to do anything else before you went to gamble with Demeter?
I was planning on maybe gambling a little bit with the commoners.
Okay. Yeah, you go one to one of the taverns that's around them, and yeah. So do you have what are you going to be doing? Do you have any game set that you're good at?
No, not specifically.
Okay. Then we'll go based off of whatever game you like. You go up to one of the taverns and you see a couple of dwarves at a table with a white kobold.
Oh, okay.
And you see also like a gnome with an eye patch sitting at a table as well. It seems to be like a small crew gambling table. They seem to just be playing cards at the moment.
All right. I could turn my hand at some cards.
All right. So if you want, how much are you going to be putting into the pot? They seem to be the most they put into the pot seems to be like each 5 gold.
Yeah, I'll put about 10. Put about 10.
Okay. So you can either use history, insight, or sleight of hand for this if you want. For basically however you want to play cards.
I would like to use.
You know he's gonna
insight.
cheat. I say, come on, he's a damn dirty cheater.
I'd like to use insight.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and roll insight, and I'll roll for the other ones. They're just commoners, so they'll just be.
You're cheating.
Okay. So that's a 12. So there's 4 of them. So he sucks. He got a nat 20. He sucks. And he got a nat 20. What the fuck? Okay, I gotta roll for these two to see who won. Okay, so the gnome with the eye patch and one of the dwarves seem to have like two different sets of just straights. Of just straights that beat out everyone's hands, and you're not able to get them. You're not able to get them in time, and then basically it comes down to like both of them looking at who's got the better straight, and the kobold edges out the dwarf and pulls out the pot. He's like, "Yes, you guys are suckers."
Yeah, I am. So lose 10 gold.
Sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it's okay.
Two of them rolled nat 20s. Holy shit.
That's
Can
impressive.
Can I try again?
I'll give you if you can do one more game, and
Okay.
we'll call this for like one throughout the entire night.
Okay. All right. One last one.
Doing another insight again. Using
I'll do another
insight. Yeah, these guys are just commoners, so I'm just using commoner stats.
Oh my god.
I almost saw that in that one. Okay, so Oh my god. Holy fuck. Whoa.
Chase.
Oh my god.
Chase, you're getting
Three
Chase.
of them got nat ones.
Oh.
Shit.
Oh my god.
So, over the rest of the course of the night, the kobold is still playing pretty good, but the other 3 suck absolute shit. The kobold and you actually are the better players throughout the rest of the night, and he beats you out some, and you beat him out a couple other ones. So at the end of the night, you get out with about 25 gold.
25 gold.
Yeah, kobold comes out on top, but with like 50 gold from basically everybody. But you come out with a good income from this, a positive.
Okay. All right.
Alrighty. And your other day was going around investigating, which I gave you the result, which you didn't find anything, but you did. You did
Yeah.
hear that mysterious and off-putting chime of a person flicking a coin.
All right,
And-
give me just one second. I'm just gonna go quickly check on my baby brother. Just make sure he's still asleep.
Oh, and I'll do this for you because this will be on the the last day for you, Vashana. Go ahead. Actually, we'll save that. We'll save that for later. We'll
Okay.
save that after this is done.
Okay, I'm back. I'm sorry. Yo.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, I'm ready.
You approach Vashana, saying, "Hey, so."
Look, I'm really trying to get this information, and I'm just not finding it. But I found somebody that might be able to help, and you don't have to do anything. But I want you to come with me, at least in case of worst case scenario.
You're getting fucking rolled by a kobold in gambling. What do you mean you've been searching?
Are you
You're out here getting rolled.
talking about Demeter?
Aye.
I'll go to make sure that you don't lose your soul, but I'm not going to gamble.
I fully understand. But this is the best lead I got, and I can't find anything in here.
What are you looking for?
I'm just trying to find some information. I was trying to look for something else, but that's a little bit on the down low. But we might as well head off just so that I can get this over with.
Very well.
All right.
So I assume you take Vashana to the one area where you heard the coin flipping, but as you approach there, you don't hear anything for a little bit as the noise seems to have faded. But as you keep looking, as you keep looking around,
Oh my god.
you go through the alleyway, and as the both of you walk, the faint chime of a coin flipping seems to just repeat itself and get closer and closer. You guys start walking down this one alleyway, and you keep walking, and you keep walking, and almost like a fog sort of appears as you look ahead of you. You see what was once the end of the alleyway that you guys went into, and as you look behind, you see just mist and fog behind you. No trace of the street that you came from as you walk further and further. And as you walk, even the walls around you of the other buildings seem to just expand outwards. And now you both just kind of stand around in a foggy nothingness for a little bit. And then you hear the sound of a lighter flicking on through the fog and a cigarette being lit. I'm glad to see that you're back. I guess my offers were too appetizing for you. As you see Demeter walk out through the fog, and as he does, the fog fades and kind of lowers to the ground as there's just a black void around the rest of the area.
Well, I can't say it's my finest moment, but I need help on this.
Well, it looks like at least you have a good friend who's willing to see you through your darkest time. Hello again, Miss Vashana. I did not expect you to come back.
I'm only here to make sure that Hank doesn't do anything stupid.
The fact that he's here means that he is doing something stupid,
I'm well
Which-
aware.
which I enjoy very much.
She's just here as a notary of sorts.
I will let you know. Is this information really worth you dying for?
I feel it is. I'd like to. I feel like this is all I need. After this, I swear I won't come back.
As I've said, I love a gambling man, especially one who can prove himself. I have no qualms about you or your mission or what you need, but I will not deny a man who is willing to sacrifice his life for a fallen friend. But I do hope you realize what it is you are betting every time you come here.
It's a little bit more than gold. Gold I can get back just from a piece of paper on a bounty board. But this is a little bit it's a little bit more than gold. Just
We'll say one more thing to you, Mr. Emberbeard. Though you may not see it, and you may be a stubborn ass, from what I've seen, I'd be careful on what you try to gamble, and maybe keep an eye on what's more close around you. But if you're ready to play a game, and he snaps his finger, and there's a small table between you and him now, and two chairs just materialize.
and as Hank sees the table and the table and all of its contents materialize in front of him, he closes his eyes a little bit and gulps down.
Do not worry. If your luck is good, well, you won't have to worry about anything. So,
If my luck is good.
shall we play the same game that we did before? Or shall we move on to the next step?
Well, what was the name of the one that we played before? It was just dice, right?
It was just a coin. It was just a coin toss.
flip.
50-50.
Oh, Jesus. And then...
I'll warn you, if you wish to go to a coin toss, I only do the same game with someone twice, and the second time, I control it.
Oh my god.
So instead of
Coin toss.
instead of you calling it, I'll be calling it.
No. No, I don't want to do that. I'll go for something else. Something that might actually have a chance at winning.
Good. Then, and he snaps his finger again, and a small bowl appears in the middle of the table. And in his hand, he holds it out to you, and there are 3 sets of dice.
We're gonna play Yahtzee!
It will be a simple game. Nothing too out there. We don't want to waste each other's time too much. Basically, the highest roll will win. Out of a set of 3 dice.
Mm. Okay.
If you manage to roll all 6s, then you win automatically.
The whole thing?
Mm-hmm. We'll roll 5 times each. Call it best 3 out of 5.
Alright. That sounds doable.
The best odds of winning are the ones that you have the most control over, and the most times to do, yes.
As far as I know. This was always worked for me.
3 out of 5 is mine, that I usually like, but if you wish to go lower, I will not deny you that. After all, this is, well, your soul that you are betting.
That's true.
If you wish, if you want more, or you want less, or maybe just one roll.
Yeah, best of
You're
one,
more-
Chase.
Nah, I'd rather go best of 3.
Best of 3.
Or 3 out of 5.
Best,
3 out of 5, yes.
best of 5. Alrighty then. Alright. He'll give you, to make it easier, he'll get another bowl and set it down in front of you, and then he'll materialize another pair of dice at the same time.
Alright.
And go ahead, roll 3d6.
Okay.
Hmm.
Oh my god.
That's about average. Ah,
Oh.
a little bit above average.
Okay.
The first win is, seems the first win is mine.
Hank begins to sweat.
Alright, round 2. 3d6.
Nice, Hank.
Oh my god.
I love this so much. This is my favorite god, because I get to do this.
Oh my god. Okay.
Well, looks like we're just edging one another out, one by one.
Oh my god.
Congratulations, you're one step closer to winning. Alright,
Alright.
third round.
Now that's above average.
Nice, Hank. Yeah.
Ah, well,
Oh my god.
even more above average.
What high rollers?
Oh my god. Okay. Alright. Jesus Christ.
The- I like this. It is always just by one that we seem to beat one another out.
Hank's really getting sweaty now. Alright.
Round 4.
Yeah, best 5 out of 8. Alright.
5 out of 9, actually.
5 out of 9. Alright.
Or wait. Yeah, 5. That is 5.
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
9.
it'd be 5. It'd be best of 9.
Oh my god.
That's average. Hey, there you go.
This is actually like a little bit much.
I want to keep it seriously from Demeter, but this is kind of funny.
Oh my god, I know. This is really hard. Okay. 2.
I'm surprised, Mr. Everbeard. But this is quite fun. You are definitely the more lucky gambler of your troop. Well, this is the deciding one. Are you ready?
Is it too late to call it?
Unfortunately, and he points to the mark that's on your chest now.
Oh
Yes,
my god.
it is.
Oh my god.
Chase, you still have your inspiration right, Chase? Or
What if I said no?
ah,
Wait, no, you do. You do.
Shut up. God damn it.
Okay,
I'm just,
okay,
like,
okay.
joking around with Brandon.
I didn't know if you did. I don't remember if you spent it.
That's the
So
point. No, I know. Alright.
Well,
Alright.
throw the dice.
he actually disabled luck for the. He actually disabled. Oh,
Oh!
oh!
Oh.
So what happens
Yeah.
now?
You both won.
When he sees you both land on the same number, he
With
looks
the
at
same
you-
numbers.
He looks at your dice and then his dice, and then he puts a hand up to his chin. Well, that really is interesting.
Hank gulps down really hard. What happens?
Oh, Mr. Amberbeard, you are quite a joy indeed. I think this should count as a win for you, in my opinion.
What?
Not only have you managed to, well, get to this point, but you even match me in my dice. I'd say that's even more impressive than if you beat me.
I love that both of you rolled the exact same numbers. That makes it even better.
It makes it so fucking pog. Oh my god.
I'm curious what Vashana is like imagining during all of this.
Rishna's just looking at him, looking at Hank, and just going, "You are the luckiest fucking bitch ever."
Mr. Demeter. This is a guaranteed. You're not bullshitting me, are you?
Now, why would I do that? I don't cheat.
Okay, alright. So can I ask for the information now?
Well, first, you need your reward, don't you?
I guess. I thought the information was my reward.
Well, if
No,
you
Hey,
remember, when you beat me, you get your reward and an item from me.
Oh.
That's
Alright.
how you got your bag of holding, was it not? Who's watching a video right now?
Hmm?
Is someone watching a video?
No,
Yeah.
I'm watching you.
I hear some in the background. Yeah. Anyways. Let's see here. What could be nice for you? As he kind of like opens up a rift and kind of like starts looking through.
Starts grabbing at whatever's inside the rift. He's got like his tongue sticking out. He's looking off to the top right or something. He's like,
He's really feeling for it.
Yeah, he's really feeling for it.
This could be quite fun if you know how to use it. And what he'll do is he'll slowly pull out an item. And as he does, you see a rod.
I mean, I don't mean to be a little bit of a ungrateful, but you see, I'm no magician, sir.
Well, let's see if the more magically inclined of you can see what this is. And he looks towards you, Vashana.
He's like, I don't know what the fuck this is. Just take it. I don't care. Oh.
Vashana, if you wish, you can roll an Arcana check to see if you know what that is.
oh boy, here I go arcanaing again. I think I know.
That's pretty good.
You've seen this before from other mages back from your home. That is an immovable rod.
Audible gasp. Rishna just goes, Hank.
For those
can
of us
I
that don't
see
know,
that?
please explain.
All right.
Well,
And-
he'll still have it in his. Demeter
Yeah.
still has it in his hands. He didn't give it yet.
Yeah, Vashana will hold out her hand for it.
Gimme.
Now remember, this is Mr. Amberbeard's prize. Try not to
Of
get
course, no.
too
it's not-
grabby.
no,
Unless he wants you to give it. Unless he wants to give it to you. And then as he throws it to you, when it leaves his hand, he presses the button on he presses the button as he throws it with a big cheeky grin on his face.
and Vashana just goes, you ruined the fun.
Yeah, and as it is mid-air between the two of you, it stops mid-air.
What?
It's an immovable rod. You click the button and the rod will not move. It stays in place no matter where you put it. I think it's like 10,000 pounds of force that it needs to be able to be moved.
8,000, but yes.
So how do I get it down? And
You click the button again. And Vashana will walk over and click the rod.
I like the idea that like it's just high enough so that Hank
Yeah.
can't grab it. He's like jumping up, like trying to grab it.
Vishana walks over and just clicks the rod, hands it down to Hank.
That's awesome.
And she hands it to as she hands it to him, she says, "I've heard rumors that this could tear a dragon apart from the inside out."
Whoa. That sounds
It's-
fucking poggers.
Well, think about it. If you stuck an immovable object inside of a dragon's stomach and it starts flying, well,
Well, I guess you can't move it.
Even the
I mean-
even the mightiest of what once used to be giants would have trouble trying to get this thing to move once it's been put in place.
Well, that certainly could probably come in handy. I could think of
Especially-
a couple ways to use this.
especially since if you're smart about it, you can use it as a portable ladder.
Portable ladder.
Well, I'll leave you to discuss what you wish to do with that item, but your question.
I was actually gonna ask if there's someone or someplace that I can go to get a little bit more information on learning a little bit more necromancy.
Is that the case? Well, Mr. Emberbeard, I would be very careful with necromancy. Some spells, situational, are useful and can be used as one wishes. Some others disrupt the dead, which is a slight, in my eyes. Depending on, well, who you're raising, I suppose.
He gives a.
What does he mean by slight?
It would
He doesn't-
it would anger him. It would slight him, Chase.
Okay.
Yeah.
And others, well, others you have to get through me or my servants for.
Right now, I'm just trying to.
After all, not many people go about using resurrection magic more than they should, for a reason.
I trying to resurrect anybody. I'm just trying to get information on that Kevlin Destroyer guy that she told me about. And
Or necromancy, where you are at the moment, probably not. The person that I know from where you are now, they themselves cannot do necromancy, but from where they're from, they might have useful information for you. Would you like to know the name of such a person?
I would like to know, and I would like to figure out a name.
Well, maybe put a guess to it, but she seems to have maybe caught your eye from a place you visit quite frequently.
Is he about to fucking say
He's
Mahalia?
about to name drop
Holly is a
Mahalia.
necroman.
I believe Miss Linthrak might have some answers for you.
Ah, no, completely different woman.
That's her last name.
Emerald. He's talking about
Oh,
Emerald.
Yeah, he's talking. Yeah, it's
Oh.
a completely different woman.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No,
I'm-
he's talking
I'm
about
talking
Mahalia.
about Mahalia.
That's
Mahalia
fucking good.
Linthrak.
That's
I think he's talking about
fucking-
Rishna.
Yeah,
actually.
Rishna actually.
somewhere around there.
The girl you actually slept with last night, not Mahalia.
After all, I suppose I can tease the woman a little bit.
He moves his hand, and a small little note appears in it. And it's, if you remember, it's the note that was written in Thieves' Cant to you.
Yeah, I
Who
still
do you
have that.
Yeah, it appears between his fingers.
She may be. Well, who else do you think in the city might have written you this little warning letter?
And then it poofs away from his out of his fingers and appears in your hand.
The letter, it's like, why did you come here?
Yeah.
And that was Mahalia that wrote that?
That's what he's insinuating.
What?
Rishna just
Did-
stands back and goes, I'm a little out of the loop here.
Different Mahalo
Well.
Chase.
I'll fill you in on our way back.
Well,
Okay.
it was fun playing with you, Mr. Emberbeard. And I do not say this to many people, as we saw with your friends before. They were not very good at the game, but you're already 2 out of the 5 steps through. I would love to see you for another game, if I'm to be honest.
I don't know. I don't know if I'll go for that. But
Wow. We'll see.
But then again, this whole meeting has raised a whole lot more questions than answers.
Well,
But
if
also
none,
a lot of answers, surprisingly.
well, if none of them are ever answered, and you feel yourself backed into a corner, I'm never too far away. Just listen.
And then he flicks his coin in the air and catches it as the fog starts to fade away, and the both of you once again find yourselves in that alley, having now taken more than 10 steps in it.
Now, Isaiah, I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Because this will probably never pop up. How does Demeter feel about, like, how does he feel about, like, people that make their own phylacteries? Does he have a...
About liches?
Yeah, how does he feel about
Oh,
liches?
he's got words about those, but you'd have to ask him about that.
Because, like, they
I would
technically
imagine
never...
that he wouldn't like them.
Well, I mean, they technically never died. You know...
But yeah, but you gotta put like a lot of souls into those things. So I
That's
feel
true,
like-
but wouldn't that make Demeter happy?
No, I don't think
Oh,
so.
well.
'cause
No.
I don't think
because
you can get in those souls.
Yeah, it's souls that do not go
Alright.
go to the other world. They go
Mm.
directly into the phylactery.
Phylactery.
It's still about the natural process of death and
Mhm.
undead. I'll say this: it's not hard. He despises undead.
See, that question that Brandon just brought up sort of reminds me of whenever people say like, like the devil punishes bad people, the God punishes bad people. Are they both working together?
Exactly.
But so you guys find yourselves back in the alleyway,
Uh-huh.
and
And then I'll stuff the immovable rod down my bag of holding, and I'll look over to Vashana, and I'm like, well, I hope I don't have a meeting like that anytime soon. And I turn around, and just as I try to take my first step, I fall to the ground, and my legs are quivering. My legs are
Vashana-
so shaky, I can't stand up.
Vishana will slide the broom underneath you and float you up onto your feet. Don't be
Thank
such an
you.
idiot next time. And she just kind of ruffles your hair.
I'll try not to. I'll at least find me a proper gambling partner before then.
Vishana rolls her eyes. If it wasn't for my soul, I'd gamble in a heartbeat. And she uses her mage hand to just kind of flick you on the nose. It helps when you have an invisible hand.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I get it. I don't get it.
Oh, I get it. You have more cards.
No, I cheat.
Oh, now I get it. Alright.
that's you guys. Oop.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Chase.
I was gonna say, that was Pog. That was Pog RP.
I'm glad you liked it. That was pretty good.
That
Like I I was honestly worried that you weren't gonna make it. Like,
that went genuinely
like
100 times better than I thought.
Like really honestly, tying with death in a game of chance on the last round
with the exact numbers.
With the exact numbers and exact dice is honestly more impressive than actually beating him.
Glad I can. I was really trying to play up that whole like, yeah, I wasn't scared at all.
I did it well. That was really good.
So easy.
That was really good. But as you, I imagine Hank is just floating on the broom from his near-death, almost basically near-death experience.
Yeah, that was the closest he's ever came to death. And he doesn't
how do you think Dulkeen feels, Chase? He lost 3 times, basically.
That was
so
hilarious.
How do you think he feels?
I feel like he feels nothing.
Why didn't Dulkeen go back to redeem himself?
Well, because then he couldn't hit and get everyone in town interested and get Ma spider armor. He would not leave.
Let's see.
Not leave Ma with Gib.
Give me a second. I need to go check on my baby brother.
Because Rishna was more important. Rishna was more important to Dulkeen than the god of death. Okay.
Facts.
Death can suck it.
And I'll have that ready for him when he gets back. Because you know what, everyone's gone, and I think he's deserved it.
You're gonna get.
I was gonna give him a dex increase of 1.
Oh, is that his lowest stat?
No, but it feels right. It feels right with gambling. It feels right with him doing gambling.
How do I come back?
But yeah, Chase, go ahead and increase your dexterity by 1.
Oh, my full dexterity?
Yeah, your full dexterity.
Wow.
From 18 to 19.
Oh, so it doesn't go up to 5?
No, he basically
no, the score from 18 to 19.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's but no, you're
1 point away.
Yeah. The score is the big number. The modifier is the 1 through 5 or going to the negatives.
Oh, okay. I thought okay. When you say big number, I thought the big, like, physically big number.
No, as in the numerically big number.
Yeah, okay.
See, mine were all numerically small. My charisma is all in the negatives.
But as you guys are going back to the Firehammers Guild and start walking up, you hear someone go, wait, slow down, as someone's like yelling from behind you. And you look back and you see a man. You wouldn't know this man, Vashana, but Hank, you know this guy. Is that loser Tommy who keeps running around being a farrier for people?
Oh, I remember him.
He's running down the street, waving his arms to the both of you as he kind of like slides and stops. Like, I was trying to grab you from.
Tommy.
I'm sorry. No, there's a package from the council to you, ma'am. It points to you, Vashana.
Oh.
They said it's a gift for now, but they want it back later.
Oh, thank you.
And he hands you a small parcel, and I assume you open it.
Yep.
Inside is a spyglass.
Dope.
And there's a note attached inside.
Oh.
On the note it says, Take this as an offering for your job. Unfortunately, I could not get them to have you go sooner. But it probably would be best to not have gone, as it would have taken too long. When you're ready and you all set out, please use this to your benefit. And it's signed by Prince Conrad.
Oh.
So basically, unfortunately, he couldn't get you this sooner, and basically, since it's the last day, he doesn't want you to go out doing that now.
Well, we're day 3 right now, right?
No, Hank was doing that on the last day, and
Oh, okay.
even then, the idea was to get you the idea still was to get you the spyglass, but he would not be able to get you the authorization to go and do this, and he himself would not want to, since Barkhan is like basically almost the same distance, a little less than the distance to Eslar's forest. It is a travel.
100 miles?
Almost, like 80 to 90.
Let's see here.
It would have taken you like basically using the broom going at fast pace. It would have at least taken you like going that like 2 days to get there.
Let me do the math here real quick.
But even then, you basically would not have had the time to go there and go back within the allotted time to do all the stuff you wanted. If you like went without like sleeping like a day or so and just going forward as fast as you could, it would have taken
going max speed. Going max speed, I can go 164 miles in a day. That's 24 hours though.
That's over 24 hours, and you would need 8 hours. You would take exhaustion levels, and you probably wouldn't want to do that while flying on a broom.
Well, yeah, there you go.
Let me see. That's per day. Divide that by 24.
So yeah, it would have taken you 2 days to get. It would have taken you 2 days to get there.
I can go 7 miles an hour.
Yeah, it would have taken you 2 days to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So unfortunately, but he is willing to give that to you for when he does actually send you guys out on the mission to do that.
Fair enough.
To help you guys. Alrighty. So you guys all, I assume, Dolkin will still stay at the Warm Yeti.
Feels like home. He gets to talk, and he gets to not have a weird inflection in his voice because he knows how to speak it. So.
Well, for the rooms, it'd be, because you are still paying for that.
Yeah,
so
of course. Dolkin would never not pay
gold.
for it.
4 gold since you stayed there 4 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I assume instead of going to the Maiden Haven, I assume Hank goes to the Firehammer Guild to use his room there.
For the first time.
Hey, why don't you want to go to the Maiden Haven?
I don't know.
You gonna let Isaiah bully you, strong arm you into not going and talking to Mahalia?
Well, I mean, I guess I'd rather talk to Mahalia.
You can spin it as like as like impressing her by figuring out she was the one who wrote the letter.
Let's save that for another day.
Yeah, let's save that RP for another day.
Yeah. So you all get together. Assuming whether you guys all just go to your rooms or hang out together in the tavern or do whatnot, all drink or study or try to swoon people. Not looking at Vashana. And you all have a good night's rest. And in the morning, who knows what happens? Because that will be where we end the session.
Oh.
Well, I hope you guys had a lot of fun this session.
That was probably one of those.
Probably the only sessions where URP got into character.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
That was really good. I think all of you did. I really liked doing all this RP with you guys. This one.
And by the way, Matt, I'm pretty sure you probably need to get filled in on a little bit.
No, that's fine. No, that's fine. Vashana will learn as the story progresses.
Oh, okay. Well then. Alright then.
I like
Matt,
as a character
I-
not knowing that meta knowledge.
Matt, I have a question. What was the point of you writing in a character that you have like a whole love of your life, and now you're going for Angelina? What was the point of that?
Well, it was part of the background is I pursue wealth to secure someone's love.
Uh-huh.
So, she's just been
But Angelina's not wealthy.
no, it's
She doesn't know that.
Either.
that's not it. It's
I will say also having Ronan Vashana's mom, it's not just the girlfriend that is the one needing to get love for.
it's Vashana's just kind of like, like this girl. She's cute. She seems interested in me. Like, I've spent the entirety of my life having this one woman who I've pursued, and she shows zero interest in me, like almost to the point of disdain for me. And now there's this woman who I've, only known for a couple of weeks, and yet she still shows the reciprocation. It's Vashana is very easy to please.
I get that. Does that mean you didn't want to fall in love with Tolkien when he was being nice to you?
She's a lesbian.
And you don't know what Tolkien has. You've never seen down there.
She has made.
Aren't as big.
I like-
Yeah.
That's a good question.
that's true.
Do Minotaur ladies have titties, or are they like the men?
Now I gotta look it up.
I like to think that Tolkien thinks that everybody has the same thing that he does.
In addition, Tolkien's a little too hard for Vashana's tastes.
Also,
What is that
what?
supposed to
No,
mean?
What
What?
actually is that supposed to mean?
Vashana likes him soft.
He's the softest.
I'm the
boy
softest person in the party.
softest boy you could think of.
I think Angelina's boobs might have you beat there, buddy. Her hidden boobs that she hides from the world.
Oh,
Yeah, but
but
he
what
has-
about
Yeah.
Estlar, who could be just as furry as
Nah.
Tolkien and
Almost.
squishy?
Now, you see, Vashana was interested in Estelar until Estelar bit her.
Wait, really?
Yeah, no, she was.
Oh, interesting.
That's the word. Bit.
Well, no, slashed her with the.
Yeah, well,
with the
whatever.
claw.
The
The
Primal
primal savage.
Primal-
primal savagery, yeah. And then all of it gone.
Okay. So I dodged a bullet.
Oh, dodged the
I
bullet
guess.
there.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, whatever. It's
I don't know how I would handle romance with Astelar.
Well, if they're not strong, obviously she doesn't want them.
It's not Zach.
I was gonna say like,
It's not Zach or Samael.
but like,
you're
Zach, Zach's just the virgin boy though. Like if I came swinging at him, I don't know how strong Zach is, but
You probably
To
kill
be
him.
honest with you, I don't know how strong Zach is either.
Assume he's got commoner stats, so like she wants
I
someone.
assume he's got commoner stats, meaning if I did what I was planning, if he ever showed up like proclaiming his love to me, I
And
might
you
end up just
hit him with
like,
an axe
fucking
and
him.
You might just
No,
attack
no,
him and kill him,
Break his pelvis.
break his fucking pelvis by snoo snoo.
Did you do that? And I'd be like, well,
Death by snoo snoo.
Death by Snoozu. Hey, I'm fine with that.
I was actually telling my brother about how much of a god tier show Futurama is.
I don't know. Let's. I don't know. In this hypothetical, let's roll for endurance for Zach. And you know, what, let's do it in roll. Let's do it in roll 20s. Let's do a flat D20 with commoner stats. Why not?
That'd be athletics.
Oh, he's got nothing. So probably got a broken pelvis.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
dead.
yeah,
He's
that
probably got a
part.
little bit of. Well, you know what? We haven't rolled for strength for Bestlar.
I think I'd hit him with a. You know what? Maybe I would just hit him with a
Whoa.
10.
That's just her base reaction is not knowing how to reciprocate and just bang, just hit him over the head. Is this how you flirt?
And he probably
should
wouldn't
understand.
appreciate being punched in the face, and that they would end there.
I mean, if he,
Maybe he's into it.
I was gonna say, if he looked at Estelar, like he would know that she's not like, you know, a soft like girly girl or anything like that.
Oh no, he definitely knows that. I can assure you of that.
You know, I looked it up. I need to see if Minotaurs in D&D have titties, and the only response that anybody's ever said is, "Why not just have instead of udders 4 boobs?" And then someone said, "Okay."
I think me and Crystal
So there you
looked for
go.
female minotaurs like a while back. I don't
Yes.
we didn't really find much.
Because no one makes a female Minotaurs.
I mean, Monty did in her Curse of Strahd game.
Yeah, nobody.
Okay. No, she's just the DM of the Unexpectables. But
Yeah.
that's fine.
Who?
Yeah, nothing. It's fine. It's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. Don't worry. We love you here, Monty. If ever she somehow sees us.
Are you still streaming?
Yeah. Well, I was just about to end it because I had to tell chat whether or not Minotaurs have
Okay.
titties.
Fair
And
enough.
I'm looking at art, and a lot of them do have titties.
In the chance that Monty Glue of the Unexpectables, who will never see this, we love you, Monty.
Hey, you
The-
never
the-
know, Isaiah.
The two. Hey, fuck. It's sad because at fucking Unexpectables, there won't be a new episode until the start of November because they're doing Spooky Month
All
D&D.
right.
One's gonna be an all goblin D&D campaign, and the other one's gonna be the continuation of Bosco doing Curse of Strahd.
Ooh.